We good?
Mm-hmm.
You sure?
You live.
Live from the gorgeous Prince George's. This is the one and only, the illustrious, soon-to-be world-famous Shattered Illusions podcast, After Dark Edition.
Will I take him to the Keke?
You don't know, now you know.
Hey guys, I'm really excited for this show tonight.
If you know, you know.
Before we do this, like the goddamn video, man. I'm tired of this shit. Give me my lights. Go ahead and do that shit for me.
Yeah, start playing.
Couple of announcements. Follow us on TikTok, Instagram, Rumble, and what else we got, Oliver?
Rumble's the biggest, but
Rumble.
yeah, but Rumble, Kick too. We need to make a Kick.
Yeah, but follow us on all this shit, man. Ladies, if you're in the DMV, you want to come down and get some of the smoke, hit somebody up on the platform or DM us on Instagram. Now, I can go ahead and check in on my family. Oliver Fortune, the man of mental election. How you doing, bro?
We doing good, man. About to have a killer ass show. So let's go.
Are you excited for this one?
Very excited, man. Follow us on Rumble, Free Top G, man. Let's go.
K-Dot, how you feeling, bro?
Oh, man, I'm feeling good, man. The weather good. It's going to be a good night, man. I'm feeling good.
Then my mind came through. See, Marty.
You know what's good.
Bro?
You know what's good.
Welcome back, champ.
What's going
Less
on,
brunches,
man?
more crunches.
This my third.
I'm not even in the show.
You good, man?
Yeah, he family now.
It's my third time on the show. Y'all know how I do. If you don't, you about to find out.
All right, y'all. I'm excited for this show. I got a couple ladies that I know. Some been friends for a very long time and all that other bullshit. But and some of them full of shit. But you know, we'll get to that in a minute. So, ladies, we need a couple things before we get this shit started. I need your name, your age, your occupation, your dating status, and if you want,
Your favorite sex position.
I was gonna say body count. God damn.
Lord,
Why not? They not gonna answer that, so I'm like, I gotta switch it up.
All right, can we get your body count and favorite sex position? Can we do that?
I got to multiply by 3.
Why?
Because it matters.
Always.
So
it does matter.
Bro, they gonna lie.
we gonna start here and
Multiply by
work,
3.
work our way around.
TK, they gonna lie
that's
anyway.
not true.
TK, they gonna lie anyway, bro.
Let them lie. Go ahead.
You know I'm not lying.
Y'all real funky on this podcast.
Or what can you buy at the dollar store with your body count? How about that?
Ooh.
We have an open platonic relationship. You already know.
Go ahead, man. Go ahead. Yeah, you did show.
Okay, hi everyone. My name is Deshay.
Hey, yo.
I work at the MBA, right?
Okay. Getting that paperwork straight.
Yes. I'm definitely not saying my body count, but my favorite position is missionary.
Okay.
Okay, all right.
Oh, you a lover girl.
If you're tag suspended, go
Okay.
see her.
She said, look me in my eye.
All right, the next lady. Who we
That's
got?
me. My name is. I'm the right way. My name is Bala Goddess. I am 30 years old.
Wait, how old are you?
I'm 30. Yo, don't do that. I'm a badass looking 30. I'm sorry. You too.
Go ahead.
What are you talking about? I'm a contract specialist, and y'all not gonna believe me if I say my body count.
Now go ahead. No, go and say it.
No, I'm not gonna say it.
Just say it.
9.
Stop the cap.
Anyway.
See, you wouldn't believe me. So I wouldn't
Multiply by 3.
Nah, bro. No. For her, multiply by 2.
No, the thing is, he knows this. He knows it's true. So I don't know why he's capping on here. So
Under 10 is pretty good, man. In this day and age, under 10 is pretty good.
Go ahead.
All right. I don't even know where to start. Okay, my name is Bro.
Hey, y'all.
I work as a sales executive at an I-71 gift and shop at this time. My body count is 6.
Stop the
cap. Not to stop the cap. Cut it out. Yeah, 6. What else I need to say?
Favorite sex position?
Oh, my favorite sex position. That's crazy. It depends on what the guy is.
You like a
on.
doggy girl. You want nigga to like tear that shit out like the back.
Straight
Yo.
crushing that joint.
So yeah, I would. You don't know me, but yeah,
I mean, I'm just asking.
So what about your dating status?
single.
Single or single?
And mingling.
Like single or single AF?
Not single.
Single as fuck.
Damn.
But listen,
Oh,
before we get
single
to the
and
next
ready to
lady,
mingle?
I'm
Cap.
gonna stop this one thing too. I'll always say this, ladies, women are never single. They're always fucking somebody. You might not see them. There might be some guy that's in the background somewhere, somebody that you don't really like that. But they're always
Placeholder.
fucking somebody.
They be having a dude and be single.
So don't believe that.
Applicants. I call them applicants.
I'm single.
Yeah.
Placeholder boyfriends.
All right,
I call it applicants.
Our last lady for the night.
Okay, I'm Alex. I'm 26. I am a customer assurance supervisor at a home renovation company.
Okay.
What else do I have to say? My body count and my favorite position.
And your dating status too.
Oh, okay. I'm single And my man knows the answer to both of those questions, so we're gonna skip that.
Okay.
I'm interested about the home insurance.
Fair
Might
enough.
need to see what's the price of
Fair
some
enough.
windows.
I like that. All right, ladies. Thank y'all for coming on, man. So we notice a lot of the time when people get down here, they start clamming up and shit like that. The bright lights, the microphones, the headphones, a little bit intimidating. So we're gonna start y'all off with some icebreakers. I want you guys to go one by one and answer these questions.
And if you need me, I have questions already ready. Just letting you know if you freeze up. Go ahead.
If we got time at the end, we
Go
got
ahead.
you.
No, go ahead.
All right, so ladies, the first question is, what is your most annoying social media dating trend? We see these things about $200 dates, going 50-50. What about social media dating irks you? And whoever wants to start can take it.
We can go this way because we started that way. Go ahead.
Me?
Right.
I think the most annoying is, I guess, how much it costs for a date. Because I feel like both ways, if the women and the men, I feel like it depends on the age you ask. So if you ask a really young John, they'd be like, "Oh, $40." I'm like, realistically, are you 21 yet? Because if we getting drinks for the both of us and all that, $40 realistically. I'm not gonna say no. I'm not gonna lie. I have been on like 500 plus dates before, but I feel like realistically, like a good maybe 150 for the both of us. If we get an appetizers, drinks, all that stuff, I feel like people don't be realistic, and then people be like 1,000 and stuff. And then you look at the woman, it's like, damn well nobody paying that much for you. But
Awesome.
yeah.
So can I ask you this? Was
Yeah.
there a difference between the $500 date and the 150? Did you have more fun on one or the other?
We did more activities. That's the thing. Like, if we went straight to eat, then it was just like 150. But if we did like more activities and we went out like to shows and stuff, then like realistically, two people, by yourself, you probably put 2 something, 3 something. So
Now, is your biggest thing is it the fact that does it ever matter of how much the date costs or how much you have a good time on the date? You can spend a rack of money and be bored as fuck.
Right.
That's a fact.
That's the thing. I don't go out with anybody because I'd rather just be by myself. I even turn down places. I don't even know how to say it nicely. I was talking to Sabro the other day, like, how do I say it nicely that, hey, you seem like a nice person, but I just don't want to go on a date and I might be bored and waste your time.
You gotta tell me you're just a loser.
I don't think you're a loser. I just feel like sometimes you just know if the vibe is gonna vibe. Like if you a person and we click and I'm laughing, I can be myself. Kind of, then I want to go out with
So if you click and he'd be like, hey, let's go get a snow cone and walk in the park, you cool with that?
If it's probably like at that moment in time, then sure, like I'll go.
Not at that moment in time. Hey, I'm calling you, yo, let's go. Snow cone park, but you fucking with me.
Snow cone, park if you're going to hike.
Like, I ain't no snow cone type. Bitch.
Yeah, I don't want a snow cone, but for a hike probably because I like to hike. If you like to do stuff that I like to do, then sure, I'm fine with that.
All right.
Okay. I don't see nothing wrong with that. I respect that.
Snow cones, it's gonna melt anyway.
Honestly, I would have to agree with Allison. Like, she hit all the nails on the head.
So let me ask you this. What's the most expensive date a guy ever took you on, you think, if you had to kind of estimate it?
Oh my goodness. Yo, I haven't been on that many dates recently. I'm not gonna hold you.
Girl, same.
Stop the
Same.
cap.
I've been in the house.
It's not about lately. We talking about overall.
Yeah, because you were in a relationship
Ever
for a
in
while,
life.
right?
I was, but we're gonna have to skip me, y'all.
Okay. All right.
He was broke. I'm just asking. I mean, it's no shame in it. It's just I was just asking.
Yeah, he didn't have the funds.
Oh, okay. All right.
Oh.
How you know though? How you know though? Maybe he just didn't want to spend on you.
No, he really didn't have the funds.
So hold on, let me ask you this question. I gotta actually hit you with the punches here.
Mm-hmm.
Why was you with him?
I love them.
She likes snow cones.
And I like snow cones.
Okay.
Okay, we got one. We got one.
Go ahead, Alex.
I ain't seen a snow cone in a minute, bro.
I know, bro.
Yeah, me either.
I learned my lesson. No.
Go ahead, Alex. Your most annoying social media dating trend.
I don't know.
Think about it. You got people saying let's go 50-50. You got some people that say a guy's insecure if he doesn't let his bitch get smashed by another like dude.
Like Adam.
He wasn't trying to name
Adam
drop,
22.
but you know.
I know.
But like, you know, you're not a real man if you don't get his fingernails painted. I mean, you know, in this social media, you just call what you want.
I mean, that's a good one.
Or what about when women trying to lead a relationship? What do you think about that?
I think the man should lead the relationship, in my opinion.
Okay.
So you don't agree with the whole 50-50 feminism?
No.
I could do a bad all by myself.
Absolutely not.
Girl.
I don't want to do bad all by myself.
Okay. All right, well, fair enough.
All right, see, Martin, what about you, bro? Most annoying social media dating
I didn't
trend.
even know you was gonna ask me.
Yeah, I was about to ask.
I thought it was just a
I could have been
female.
thinking about my answer the whole time.
You want K-Dot? You want to take it, bro?
Yeah, I'm gonna come back to me.
I come
bro.
back.
Yeah.
I mean, for me, just unrealistic expectations. Like every woman nowadays is talking about, oh, you can't talk to me if you're not making 6 figures or more. Like, stop that. Like that's really throwing me off right now. And damn well you never even been in that caliber of talking to a man in that status.
Why do you think most chicks do that nowadays? You think it's more so they just see other people just saying it,
It's
or you
a
think
trend.
it's because they actually experienced it and they're like, nah, I
Oh,
can't
for
go
sure.
back.
It's definitely a trend. It's definitely a
Okay.
trend.
So
For sure.
yeah.
All right, Deshae, what about you? What you got?
Okay, I was kind of going to say the same thing. Like
Into the mic, into the mic.
Oh, okay, you're right. My bad. The unrealistic, like people will post stuff like things are perfect, things are easy, and not saying that people should always post their problems and things like that.
It's all highlights.
Yeah, and I think with me that's a problem. And again, people don't have to post like, oh, we good, but we've been through X, Y, and Z. But I think it's just so misleading when you post stuff like, this is my man, we perfect, we've been through this, and that, and that. And people look at that and they're like, oh, they've been through this, they've been through that. People who are like social media influencers and stuff. Yes, and they be looking at that like, okay, they got a perfect relationship. I can get that too. And it's just like, nah, that's not true.
He just gave her a black eye in the background. She had to
somebody-
cover that with makeup. And I'm
tripping.
just saying.
For real, unfortunately, like,
I'm just saying.
So that's my biggest like social media ick.
See, Marty, you got anything?
Yeah, man. I hate how women like they'll voice their boundaries, their standards, which is cool. I'm all for that. But the minute a man says what he won't put up with, or he don't want to date this type of woman or anything like that, they like, men used to build houses back in the day. It's like, bro, like, what are y'all talking about?
They're controlling.
Bro?
What do you want to slave?
You can tell us what you won't tolerate, but as soon as I say something, it's a problem. Like,
And you want to
hate that shit.
And you want to know the funny thing about that, see, Marty? It's crazy because it's like the older they get, the more their demands like heighten, and it's like the less you can really demand from a dude. You got more baggage, boo.
Mm-hmm. More kids.
That's the funny part.
Hold on, I want
More,
the ladies a chance.
fuck the kid dead.
Yeah, that's who get that. Oh yeah,
I want the ladies to respond.
Real quick, do any of y'all have
Excess
kids?
body fat.
Yes.
Y'all got kids? Okay.
Anybody else got kids? Just
I have
two ladies.
kids. I have two.
And there's nothing wrong with having kids. We
One.
just saying.
Yeah.
Can I ask y'all this, ladies? Do y'all acknowledge that, generally speaking, are all men? Do y'all acknowledge that men typically don't want to date women that have children already?
That's not my reality.
Okay.
Most of the men that come for me, they don't have kids. I say it right there and then. They don't care. They don't mind spending money on me. They don't mind paying for things like that. So it's just like, and also how I look at myself, I think very highly of myself because I am a very highly person. So I feel like I can talk my shit because I can back it up. So
Okay.
So that's not my reality.
Talk your shit, queen.
So I'll just kind of take this, before we kind of get into the next topic, and not you guys, the others. But typically, men don't want women with children because, like Oliver said, unfortunately, it's labeled as baggage. You see, and what happens a lot of the time is I always say a man being a single father is better than a woman being a single mother. Tell you why. Because as a man, I don't expect you as a woman to pay for any of my children. You know what I'm saying? You might come
or
and play
handle
with
my
them
baby mom
a little bit, this, that, and the third. But you got a single mother. She gonna tell you off rip. Look, me and my daughter, we're a package deal. You're gonna be paying money. So what happens a lot of the time? You have the responsibility of another child that's not yours. Then you have zero authority.
Mm-hmm.
You see? So go ahead.
That's not really true. How I look at it is like if you're in a home with a roommate. So it's like, for instance, like you might have a day that your roommate may need a ride home type stuff, like just like school, like, hey, can you take them to school one day? Not saying that anybody took them to school yet, because
Sure.
I haven't introduced nobody to my child
Hypothetically.
yet. But hypothetically, like, so if you're living with somebody, y'all all kind of like have to work together, no matter if there's your roommate, if you're living with family. If y'all living under one household, automatically that's the thing.
I get what you're saying, though, but here's the issue, though. Like I said, you're not going to mess with a dude that won't do for your son. That's my point.
Mm-hmm.
But
Eventually, might not be off the rip, but eventually you're gonna look for that.
But I don't expect you to be his dad. He got a dad. Like I expect you to respect each other.
And I'm gonna tell you why that's kind of worse. It actually would be better if you did want to kind of be. I mean, you can't replace his father, but hear me all the way out, please. What happens is that just coming from the guy's perspective, he takes the responsibility on of the child. Here's usually where the problem occurs. And like I said, I've dated single mothers. This is where the issue occurs. One, they don't have control over baby daddy. Like that's a huge thing right there. If baby daddy's not dead or incarcerated, listen, I'm not saying that's your reality. I'm just saying the majority, usually, baby fathers out here, they like, hey, I don't want another man around my son, ABCD. Cool, no worries. Let's say you break up with the mom. You have a relationship with the kid. You have no rights to that fucking kid. No, fuck the money and all that shit. But it's just you spend time with the kid. You have a bond with the kid. You have no rights to that kid, and that hurts the man just as much as it hurts. You know what I'm saying?
She shouldn't have done that.
Well,
Don't introduce your kids to men unless you're about to get married.
Great, but the reality is people do, and
it's not good.
Listen. I'm not saying. Listen, we're speaking on reality. I'm not. It's not about what's right or what's wrong. It's just this is what happens a lot of the time.
Can I chime in real quick? Go ahead. I don't know if you have sons or you have a son. So I grew up with a single mom. She actually remarried, and son's growing up with the stepdad.
I was just about to say that
there's
a difference.
He's going to have to be like the father, and it's going to have to be a level of respect because as the son is growing up. If it's something going on with mom or if there's an issue with him and the stepdad, it's going to clash as the boy is getting older. So
that's a fact.
And let me just tell you, and I'm gonna let you go.
That's a fact.
Let me just tell you on that too. Here's the thing: people may call me crazy or whatever, but for me, a single mom with one, that's not a deal breaker for me. Now you're redlining it, but that's not necessarily a deal breaker. But I did say this: if she has a son, I just can't do it because of what you just said. No, I'm serious. Just because of what you just said. Because if they have a son, as they get older, things with men tend to sometimes get physical, and a lot of the time the mom doesn't. It's a hard line to take because some moms are like, nah, hey, do what you got to do, but the other mom's like, well, that's my son, and you know, But at the end of the day, if it's my biological son, I smack shit out of him, and it's like it's cool.
Okay.
I'm not saying it's right or wrong, ladies. And I'm not saying that this is y'all's situation.
Real quick, and you go ahead.
I'm not saying it's y'all's situation.
Like I said, I don't introduce men to my child.
You don't. Most men
But
do.
if we're courting and you're like, hey, I want to move, I want to take this seriously, let's get married. Even if you did say that to me, I want to wait 6 months. I want you to meet my family, make sure we get that. If we haven't hit those milestones, then you're not meeting my son. I'm saying like you need to have a plan when you're a parent, man or a woman. So, like I said, I don't think that was the right way. Hey, who am I to judge? But
judge, fuck that, judge. It's shot illusion, baby.
But like I said, like,
but I want to.
Well, like I said, we understand that for you, but most people don't think like that.
Hold on, let the shake go. Go ahead.
Thank you, sorry. So, I guess what I was gonna say is that the reality of it is that dating whomever comes with all different types of challenges. Whether it's dating someone with a child,
someone dating younger, it's less baggage.
Yeah,
I guess you know.
No, it's true.
Go ahead.
Okay, so anyway, yeah, dating whomever, it comes with all different types of challenges. So I haven't really jumped out there in the dating world where I've dated someone after my kid's father. I have 2 kids, one father. And so for me, I can't even fathom, like, I don't want nobody else to be their father. Like, they got a father. Like, I'm not even worried about that for real. If I'm thinking about dating someone, I'm just thinking about me and that person. I haven't even gotten to the point where I'm thinking about the whole as a family. Like, it would have to be real serious
before
I think about
that. But in general, we understand that. We know how you guys feel. But in general, most ladies are not as competent. They're not thinking in terms of milestones. And let's be honest, a lot of these hoes ain't anything about marriage. They're just trying to get a quickie. But the whole point about it is,
I don't date women, so I don't know.
Listen, we speaking in general here, not just my experience, we're speaking in general from what we hear from most guys. We coach men, we understand how this works. So, but a lot of the time we're just saying that the guy is taking on a lot of burden because you do have to protect. Now, at the same time, if he chooses to accept it and he knows it, that's on him. But like I said, we usually tell guys, hey man, bow out of single mothers unless you really know what you're doing.
And ladies, I'm gonna go ahead and say this too. Remember, ladies, like, we understand that you guys might be extreme exceptions to the rule. We get that. But we're talking to general people, generally speaking. Most women are not going to date a man that will not provide some kind of financial input for the child. And also, most women are not waiting several dates to introduce their son/daughter to the man they're dating either. Okay, you guys might be different, but we got to talk in generalities. Okay. Second of all, you got to understand this too. Yes, you may be an amazing woman. Yes, you may be a good mother, but you got to understand that the type of men that you guys want, which isn't the average guy is 5'8", it makes $42,000 a year.
I think it bumped up to like
anyway.
45.
Yeah, I'm gonna bump that up.
Inflation.
Anyway, whatever the case is,
50.
Average guys might be okay with you dating with a guy that had a woman that has children. You gotta understand the type of guys you want. For most men, that's a negative mark, whether you guys want to admit that or not. And you can't be an amazing woman. You might be, but I'm saying, why would that guy date you when you get somebody that doesn't have that?
Well, and go ahead.
I was gonna say like it don't really matter if somebody has a kid or not. I understand like even if it was a guy, if a guy had a whole bunch of kids and I'm like, all right, buddy. But at the same time, it's like you can still find toxicity in a person that has no kids. They can still ruin your fucking life. And there's people who got.
But that's not the point.
It is the point.
No, we were talking about just strictly that one point. You can find toxicity, of course, in everywhere. I mean, it's changing the subject.
But like I said, you can find. It doesn't really matter. It's just the quality of the woman. I feel like when it comes down to kids and stuff, like I said, that should be left in the background when y'all get serious and cool. Yeah, I understand y'all dated women that's not maybe good value. Like we all dated men that's not good value, but that's on y'all. That's
no, we're not. Well, first of all, we ain't sitting here crying, and I'm not even sitting up here saying that they were bad women, but we're just speaking in general, giving advice to guys. That's what we're saying. I'm not saying that they were bad women or none of that. The thing is that these are the risks that you take. That's what I'm putting up, and that's what I'm saying. Well, I'm just saying it, but that's what I'm saying. It's general advice.
But why are we always saying this? And then I kind of like, again, guys, we've been doing this for a very long time, and it's just kind of funny. I'm not saying you guys are saying this, but like every woman swears they're different. But you admit on your own volition that you never dated women. Women say one thing and do another all the goddamn time. There's nothing new.
Okay, and
I don't know. I can say the same thing about. That's what I'm saying. Like we can't just say, "Oh, men do this and women do that."
Why can't we?
Because it's like everybody's different. Like I'm mature enough to be like y'all. Like you're not like that. I've dated trashy men, but I'm not gonna put y'all in that subject and say that y'all.
No, hold on. Listen. Here's the.
I don't know. I never dated you.
Here's the difference. Here's the difference, though. On the balance of probability, men will say, you know what? Yeah, I have ancient tendencies too, but I kind of find it funny. Women always say, you know, I'm a special snowflake that do anything wrong. See, I will admit on my own volition that I ain't shit sometimes. And that's just it is what it is. I have certain characteristics that I share with certain men, but at the same time, I always say this with women. Y'all always swear that y'all different. Y'all say you don't know me. But I know that you all sit down to pee once a month, pee and you bleed once a month. Y'all have certain characteristics. Y'all do the same exact thing. I'm telling you. I have to know you that don't you do that.
I'm not gonna prove y'all to nothing. If you're gonna find out by being around me, I'm not gonna be like, hey, I'm so different from all these other girls. Like that's not gonna be me. Like, you're gonna find out by being around me.
Nah, 100.
If you think I'm different, then hey, good for you. But
100, and that's what we talk about.
I'm about to sit here and rap to you.
I agree on her standpoint. I'm not gonna hold you because there's a lot of men that do ignore those signs early on in this.
Wait, what signs do they ignore?
Y'all be horny. Like stop being horny and look at and get to know the woman, and maybe you will see the red flag.
Oh, I agree with. We're not talking.
Well, no, smash first, get to know her later.
Dudes will see the red flags and still.
Yeah, that's what I said, bro.
Can we talk about what
dudes do ignore the red?
Hold on.
They be purple at first.
They do whatever.
Are you saying
they'll say whatever woman? They'll say whatever to a woman.
Are you saying dudes ignore red flags or women ignore red flags?
Men do too. It's men do too. Though men do. I think men and women do ignore red flags, bro. To get what they want.
Hold the fuck up. As I always say,
I'm not gonna hold you.
Women think red flags are Six Flags. You guys love toxic dudes, bro. Come on, bro. I didn't want to start this early, but y'all let's keep it a buck.
So men,
I fuck with the teacups.
Let's keep it a buck, bro.
Like toxic
teacups is lit.
So can I tell y'all why? Because it's just I find it very funny. It's a phenomenon we have down here. Every time a girl comes down here, and I hate to keep playing this thing over and over again, but women say, you know what? Hate toxic guys. Can't stand them. Don't want to be around them. They're evil. They're mean. I'm being a little bit facetious here, but bear with me, okay? But I kind of ask questions, dig a little bit deeper. I'm saying, hey, your baby daddy, the last nigga you fucked, was he toxic? Yeah, of course. Okay, let's say 10 dudes you dated. How many were toxic? Like probably all 10.
But she was younger then.
Oh, but see,
her brain wasn't fully developed.
Mm-hmm.
But that's my point, though.
They're trying to
manipulate. Very naive.
And this is what it is. Women respond emotionally and not logically. Here it is. Shout out to Dante Nero. A woman's logic is based on her emotional state at the time. And as her emotional state changes, so will her logic. Okay? So women don't want to deal with the guy that's logical and has good characteristics. They want to deal with the guy that's going to make them feel something. Not feel good, not feel bad, feel everything. A guy is okay with coming home, watching Netflix, going to the gym, working on a project, and they're cool with that. That's a guy's paradise. But for women they don't want to just feel sad. They want to feel happy. They want to feel mad. They want to feel upset. They want to feel everything. Your turn to respond, ladies.
Some women, don't say everybody, because I don't got time.
This is what, like I said, what we speaking, ladies. Like I said, We just attacking the idea of some things that, of course, we was just talking on social media. This is what a lot of women will say, like, well, shit, I got the best pussy, or you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm the baddest. And it's like,
Which is fuck out of here.
Well, hold on. So
Not all.
1%, but this is what I'm saying. In
Mature.
but that's what I'm saying. In general, we speaking in general, great deal of females do come off that way. Like, I'm the best. And I get it. You got a whole rack of dudes liking your pictures. But at the same time, you don't know what your pussy's like. Have you ever fucked yourself?
I never said out loud my pussy's good. That's like you're just gonna find out.
I didn't say you.
I'm just saying, like you say, women say that, but I'm like, you gotta say
No. That's what. Can we roll this back? I clearly made that very point to say that. I said some.
Words.
I'm very careful. I said most women said that.
Okay, so let me ask you guys a question. So
actually, some majority.
Let's not ignore my question. So women, ladies, do you guys like toxic guys?
No.
Y'all know y'all like a little bit of toxic, man.
I feel like
Once a blue moon,
They like-
once a blue moon, at
Yeah.
least. Once upon a time.
They
Yeah.
don't want
haven't really experienced.
You don't like that dude to be like, maybe your sandwich girl?
Hold on, go ahead.
Knocking on your door at 3 a.m.
Give me my snow cone.
I had a couple of those. A couple of stalkers, a couple
Oh,
of
stalkers,
individuals.
I don't know. I don't know
Yeah,
about
I had a
that
couple of
I
those.
call the police.
So bro, hold on. We gotta ask some tough questions here. So a couple
Son.
stalkers, a couple dudes that popped up on you said.
At
Did you-
3 a.m. in the morning.
Don't lie. Please be
I'm
honest.
not lying. I'm being honest.
Did you fuck any of these guys?
I did.
Thank you.
Did you think that was attractive a little bit?
Yes.
This is what I've heard. This is what I heard.
Absolutely.
I've heard some girls be like, when niggas pop up with me is attractive.
Bro,
Not just don't cap. Just be.
Hear me out.
every hit, of course.
Hear me out. There's one guy that I was like, yeah, this. I like him. I like him doing this.
Okay,
But
fair enough.
the guy before that, I was like, nah, you gotta go from there. I brought a knife to the door.
911.
What you doing here? You come to my house at 3
Sheriff.
a.m. What the fuck's wrong with you?
And that's-
Warren.
I mean, okay, so I mean, you're kind of proving my point again. Thank you for your honesty. I really appreciate that. But you're kind of really proving my point. And I'll say this: we do coach men, so we know a lot of men who are nice guys that can't get pussy. Like, ladies, y'all realize most dudes don't get laid. I'll go on that a little bit later. But in my own personal experience, I ain't never met a nigga that wasn't shit that didn't have a bunch of bitches.
Will I take him to the drink?
I have a question though, and this might be a little bit wild.
Now, go ahead. Sure, you don't shout out.
You must not know who you talking to. We heard it all.
So like the guys that are nice guys, like what is their area hitting on? Because a lot of the toxic guys, they know what they're doing, and then some of the nice guys.
When you saying area, you mean
We're
dick?
talking about sex.
Facts.
Yeah, dick. Like the nice guys, they really don't know how to, or they just might be lacking. Like the sweet ones that'll do anything for you, they just.
I love Sabrina. Like I respect this so much. I really do. But
Yeah.
let's break this down.
Who's Uber Eats in your phone?
Let's break this down systematically.
Don't give me
Okay?
DoorDash.
I'm gonna tell you this. You're kind of proving my point again. Okay, so you see, have you ever heard the saying that most men don't marry the girl they love the most? You ever heard about that? Because men, we pick logically for the most part. There are some asshole men who don't pick logically whatsoever, but we can be like, you know what? This girl got some fire ass pussy, crazy as shit. Might bust the windows out of the car. I'm gonna hit this joint, but the one over here that's like cooking, cleaning, kind of quiet.
Staying at home,
I'm
just
gonna-
daily routine.
I'm gonna wife her. Women reverse it. You see what I'm saying? It's a guy that, you know what, ain't shit, toxic, won't text you back, fuck your best friend, your sister, the whole nine, and you give this man your most valuable possession, which is your womb. Okay. If women were to pick a lot more of the time, you wouldn't find yourself in those positions. So to answer your question, unfortunately, I'll give this last example and I'll let you respond. Women pick food. Women pick men like American picks fast food. And I said this before. You know, most Americans are obese and overweight. We did a podcast with C. Marty earlier talking about that shit. Shout out C. Marty. So what you see, most women pick their men like Americans pick their diet. They like burgers, cheeseburgers, pies. That stuff is exciting. It feels good going down. You know what I'm saying? Like it makes you feel so good. But going down, it's a short-term dopamine, what we call a dopamine hit, right? You hit that shit, it's amazing. You feel good. But you know, if you do that for too long term, you're gonna have heart disease, be obese, diabetes, the whole nine.
Hell, you
So-
have depression. Fuck.
We know science will tell you that things like lean sources of protein, chicken breast, broccoli, vegetables are better for you, right? But people don't like it because it's not very flavorful. It doesn't taste. You don't get a dopamine hit like you would with a fried piece of chicken or something like that. But you know, if you continue on this route, you eat these things. It might suck in the short term, but it's a long term gain.
That body gonna be looking snatched.
You see what I'm saying? So women pick men kind of like that. Men, again, I like a little toxic too in my life, but I tell women all the time, just make sure when you pick a toxic guy, you don't get pregnant by him. You're not marrying this motherfucker. It should be dick and get the fuck out. But y'all don't know how to do that. So you can go ahead and respond.
I was gonna say only weak women do that. I understand the psychology because I read a lot of psychology books, so I understand you're saying.
Have you ever done it?
Yeah, I have when I was weak.
Thank you.
But now I'm not weak. So I'm just saying, I said weak women. I can speak. I can stand on my shit. Like
Fair enough.
What's the definition of a weak woman? Because that term gets used so loosely nowadays.
Not understanding your worth when you're giving somebody so much power over you, then yeah, you're weak. Anybody's weak. A man can be weak doing that.
Well, give me like
stand up for yourself. I just did. Like, you giving a person more power over you. Like you acting like you can't function without that person. You're weak.
Yeah.
You're a weak person, man or woman.
Is it weak, or do you think it's just maybe what we would call the forbidden
That's a thin
fruit
line.
syndrome?
If you can get manipulated, you're a weak person because you don't understand. Like I said, I read the psychology. I understand now as a person.
Yeah, we do too.
So let me.
Exactly. So we're here with this.
So let me understand, right? Let's say you got a chick, right? Let's say she's just all about her man. She cooks for a man, cleans for a man, he works, all that good stuff. Is she being manipulated? Because some people will say that that's like controlling, or you're all about your man, or you need to do stuff for yourself, girl.
I love pampering my man. When if he's treating me right, if he's treating me right, then I'm gonna treat you right. If you pour into me, I'm gonna pour into you. But if you're doing this mind game manipulation, you're being rude, nasty to me, then I'm gonna cut you off. Back in the day when I was weak, I put up with it. But now that I know myself, I've grown. Once I see that, I'm out because I don't want to go through that cycle again. It's not good for me.
And the reason why I keep
what are the signs? I want to know what are the signs.
I'm trying to get like in depth.
I want to go in depth. Like, what are the signs of that? Yeah, for manipulation.
Rude is different things.
Yes, like so if a guy try to put me down, I have a lot of men that's very insecure. So when I date men, the first thing I ask them, are you a secure man? Of course, everybody says yes. But if you're trying to put me down, let's say I look good. You can't even compliment me, but I'm always complimenting you like, oh my God, you look so handsome today. They can't say nothing back. They're always quick to be like, oh.
You wearing that out?
Yeah, wearing that out. Oh, you looking like a thought.
Insecure.
Oh, okay. Let's say my I'm a little bit hairy. They be like, do you shave your legs? Like they'll say stupid stuff, like dumb stuff like that. Or like, let's say when I remember one time I used to do a lot of polling, right? And this guy, his house was always a mess. Mind you, I didn't judge him. I was like, do you need help? Are you okay mentally? I'll help you clean up. But he didn't want me to. But he came to my house. He was
better than me.
He was like, oh, your pole's dirty. And in my head, I'm just like, nigga, your house is always, but I never say nothing. And I was like, you know what?
The pole dirty. That's crazy.
Yeah, I just got done dancing on it with the pole glue and stuff like that.
Okay.
The reason why we're trying to get specific because it's a thin line because
if you put me down.
You just missed it. Hold on, you just missed it. Hold on, real quick. Did you fuck this guy?
Yeah, I did when I was weak. But I just said, but didn't I just say in the beginning when I was a weak woman? Yes. But now that I've grown, I'm not doing that no more.
I say a naive woman.
I don't even say naive because naive can play to a girl's favor.
Naive is weak too.
I like naive.
Yeah.
Naive is just really man.
It's all weak, regardless.
But see,
naive is not always negative.
See,
hold on,
it's not at all.
Hold on. This is what
because you can really learn. You can really learn.
Yeah, I was about to say if you're dealing with a
right guy,
you're dealing with a top dude, your life actually be great.
This is what fucking annoys me about women. All of you, yes, all of you.
Okay, yeah. Stink.
So you realize, what do you think that guys want from women? Do you think we want relationships off the break, or do you think we want something else? What do you think we want?
I don't.
They don't know and they don't give a fuck.
Personally, I don't. I don't look for a relationship off the break.
I think y'all trying to add someone to your roster. Get someone else to put on the team.
You really got to earn my trust.
What's wrong with that?
Go ahead, Alex. What you say?
I said they want intimacy. They approach you off of attraction. They don't approach you off of, let me see what she got.
And when you mean intimacy, what do you mean?
They want sex.
Thank you.
That's literally what they want.
What do you think? What do you think guys want?
Initially, they just want to. Some men just want to fuck. Initially, yeah.
Some men or all men?
All men.
Thank you.
Yeah.
What do you think, Alex?
To a certain degree, yeah. To a certain point.
Like all that. If you come into me,
I see what that joint hitting on.
At the end of the day, I know what you want.
Okay. So I'm making a point asking that question. Okay. You see, when you ask women for relationship advice, they'll tell you stupid shit like, buy her flowers, listen to her, make her feel understood. You see what I'm saying?
Max your credit card out.
And y'all admitted that these nice guys, you said it out your own mouth, these nice guys they can't really fuck you. They're not really toxic enough, excited enough to really do this for you.
They can't even get a kiss.
Fair enough. But see, this is my point though.
Oh,
Men, we want sex. We don't care about your personality or how until after we fuck. All that
y'all work backwards.
All that secondary. You see what I'm saying? But when we trying to tell guys how to get women, y'all won't tell them the hard truth. I've asked each of y'all, have y'all dealt with a toxic guy? Y'all all saying yes. And you're saying he's kind of like a little bit manipulative.
I'm looking at this
like
face.
Let's not mess him up. I said when I was weak.
Okay.
We can't mess up her words, man.
I understand that, but we all women have had a weak moment. Come on, man.
And so has y'all men. That's how we grow as people, right?
The only reason why I'm scared about the about the term the reason why I'm careful about the term weak, man, because some chicks is like in this day and age nowadays, a lot of, not saying you saying that, but a lot of chicks, just if they want to serve their man, or just if they want to be about their man, or just if they want to put their focus on their relationship and their family, a lot of women, not saying you said this, but a lot of women will consider that weak. No, I'm just being honest. They'll consider being a feminine woman weak. And that to me kind of like, I thought like, I get it. It's like you're naive.
That's not
balance. Fuck balance. Like at the end of the day, like if I'm paying all the bills and I'm holding you the fuck down, like where the fuck is the balance at? I want a feminine woman. I don't want no bitch talking about, oh, I want 50-50. Man, fuck that shit.
I feel like that's not weak though, because 9 times out of 10, your man is doing something for you.
Right. But see,
like, men normally do more in the relationship than the women.
But that's fine. But that's fine.
I'm agreeing with
70,
you.
70-30, 70-30.
Let me finish, people. But that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying you said it, but I'm just saying when people use the word weak, sometimes that's what they mean.
No,
not saying that's what you said.
I'm saying I agree with you. I'm saying balance as in with a woman. Like, yes, like in the world, unfortunately, sometimes we gotta be strong. Like, let's say our workplace, when we come home to a guy that respects us, I can be my feminine. I can turn it down. You're not
working. What if I say I don't want you to work?
Huh?
You're not working.
As long as I'm working remote, I will continue to work.
Oh, okay.
Because I don't do much, so I'm gonna continue making
Okay,
that.
so
okay. Well, see, that's what I'm saying right there.
What if the man said, you know, you working is more elective, not in what's what I'm looking for? Not
necessity.
It's not a necessity,
right? Not required.
As long as I'm working remote, then I will continue to
keep
work.
doing your
If I don't
mind,
have to drive, then if I'm driving, then yeah, you can. But if as long as I'm turning over the bed and clocking in, I'm fine.
Right,
nah, bro.
How
How do you? But I mean, how do you feel about like stay-at-home moms and shit like that?
Stay at home mom. I mean,
like focus on the kids and shit like that, and the man fucking work like the nuclear family. I know it's old school, but I'm saying, what you think about that?
I mean, do what you gotta do, make sure it work. But I mean, I wouldn't mind. Stay at home mom, like I said, I'm working remote, and I don't.
That's not the same, man.
Nah,
it's not. It's not. It's not.
Don't get in trouble. Don't get in trouble. Don't get in trouble. So. Michelle, you got something you want to say? Go ahead.
Yes, I was gonna say too. When it comes to toxic men, I mean, I feel like when we're young and sometimes when we're older too, everyone loves a good chase. We only have one life.
All women love good chases, but go ahead.
We love a good chase. I mean, men and women. So I feel like that toxicity, that rush. Like at some point you love that, you want that, you want to experience that, and I feel like that's where the love from, the love for toxic men. That's where it comes from.
You're proving anything I said, right? But see, Mar, you got anything? Lex, K-Dot, y'all got anything on this?
You want your girl to work, bro?
In a perfect world, no, I wouldn't want her to work because, like I always talk about this shit. I don't know how you always get me with these questions, but I grew up with a single mom, bro. I seen my mother grind. I seen my mother like work extra hours, work night shifts. Like, I don't know. I just wouldn't want that for my wife unless she absolutely wanted to.
Yeah. Right.
I still would try to convince her not to, but I wouldn't want that, bro. And then especially now, I always get political with the public schools and the stuff these kids are learning in school. I would love for my wife to be at home with the kids, bro. Like I want to raise my kids. I want my wife to raise my kids. That's why you got to be particular with who you choose to have kids with. But
and I think a lot of women take it as like we saying we don't want.
But the nanny might be on. The nanny might be on.
Welcome to 2023.
Yeah. First of all,
American women.
That's the life I want to. That's not American women. There's different continents. What are you talking about?
I said American women, as in there's a lot of women. Not saying disrespect, but I'm saying a lot of women think that way. They think get a nanny, and that's fine.
You know how many different countries and they're rich and they have nannies in there? Like that doesn't have to do with America. I know. I have
missing the fucking point. That's not what I'm trying to say.
Friends.
That's not what I'm trying to say at all.
You arguing a point. Okay, talk.
What are you trying to say?
Whole point I'm trying to make is that at the end of the day, the whole point about is like at the end of the day, kids come first.
Yeah.
That's us in America getting. Tell me this. Getting a nanny. Nobody's gonna love your kid like your kid. So if you give this person a nanny, wouldn't you? Especially if all the bills are paid and your man's making the money, you don't. And I'm just asking. You can answer no. You don't think it'd be ideal if the mother raised the children?
I never did. Did I ever say in my mouth that hey, the nanny's gonna take over 24/7?
Didn't I just say it was a question? Didn't I just say it was a question? Didn't I just say it was a question?
I'm saying like no, let me talk, please. Please let me talk. Please let me talk.
You said teach.
So yeah, of course I'm gonna be there for my child, but I'm
I'm
an active woman. I have my own business. I have other things I have to do. I want to go work out. So if I need a nanny on probably a Saturday, then I'm gonna hire a nanny. Okay. And I'm probably gonna hire a maid too, like on certain days too. Like there's nothing wrong with that.
Makes sense.
Nothing wrong with that. So I have. What's the point? I can't have a free day off.
Who said that?
Oh, do you want to switch? You want to switch off? Oh, okay. I'm going to take my free day then.
Yeah, so she definitely said, of course.
Fellas, 18 to 24, when they get over certain age, run.
Like I said, there's a lot of other countries that have, if they have a lot of money, millionaires, billionaires, they have nannies in their household.
Yes.
So let's not cap. Let's not cap like other countries don't do that.
We're not it ain't about fucking cap, man. But it's just like it's just to me it just scares me because it seems like people are just so willing to give their kids to a nanny nowadays.
Did I say 20?
I didn't say you. I said people. People. Did I not say people? Did I not say people? People. Not Alice. People.
All right. I get it. You don't have to be aggressive.
People.
All right, y'all.
People. Don't be aggressive.
So look, we're gonna move
some
on.
good bump down here. That's all I'm gonna say.
I'm
People,
really lovely.
This some
so
good bump right here.
Getting mad. Don't please don't yell at me.
I love when they say you're getting mad because you're getting loud. I always talk like this. When have I not talked like this? I talk like this from the fucking. No, they need to run back and see the last fucking podcast.
Oh Lord.
Yeah. Any fucking podcast I fucking talk like this.
It don't matter. I don't
so because people care, they say that volume because I'm getting loud. They assume that a person's getting mad.
Because we're adults.
That's just like that's kind of like that's very.
It's
like,
not what you say; it's how you say it.
Yeah, exactly. We're adults. We don't have to talk. We don't have to scream.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap.
I'm not screaming at you.
That's a fact.
Stop the cap.
Is that okay?
You say it.
Funny, bro.
Man, say what the fuck you gotta say,
moving
bro.
forward. Thank you.
So
You really do it max out. I ain't gonna lie. You do it max out.
Me max out, bro? You ain't seen me max out. You think that's maxing out?
Yeah.
That's nothing.
Hey y'all, this might kind of like go into the next question. So on social media,
Damn,
I've
y'all
been
think that's
seeing,
maxing out? That's
I've been
crazy.
seeing a lot of women call dudes sassy. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my fucking god!
So I kind of want to ask the lady,
I forgot about
what's
that.
what's a sassy dude, and how like what makes a dude sassy to you?
Somebody wants
The show you want to go?
Let me go ahead and go first. Y'all all seen the post with Drake and his nail polish or whatever. I'm not gonna say that makes him sassy.
Into the mic.
My bad. I'm not even gonna say that makes him sassy. I don't even really know what to say about all of that. But when you ask the question about
that's sassy activity.
Man,
Yeah, that's
I
actually
love
sassy.
Drake.
That's
I think
sassy
that's why I
activity.
don't want to say it's sassy because I love Drake and I'm like, all right, Drake, be who you want to be because I'm gonna love Drake
Because he's
regardless.
confident. He's a confident man.
Exactly. Be who you want to be. Do what you want to do. You got the money. Drake is who he is. So I'm like, I don't even know when it comes to sassy men. I don't even know how to approach that, how to categorize that. Like, I'm not even sure. I guess men are just tapping into their feminine side.
That's literally what I was gonna say.
Like, I don't know. Like, I don't necessarily know if I want my man to do him and be tapped into.
Why don't we all
him,
just be stay-at-home
but
dads? How about that?
You know what?
We can really unleash our
Stay-at-home
femininity
daddies.
then, man.
Stay-at-home daddies.
Women can work, go to the gym, and have fun.
Or be masculine for the right woman.
So
Yeah.
it's
They said they be
tricky. I
feminine
don't know.
for the right man, right?
I don't
No?
know. A
Okay.
man blocking me is sassy. A man.
I don't think so.
That said blocking you?
What?
What did you do?
What did you do to get blocked?
Hold on, y'all.
No,
One mic.
Hold on.
Oh, hell
You say you blowing this man's phone up like 50 times, 60 times.
Maybe he with his side piece
Like,
and you
just-
messing with him.
Let's say,
Ridiculous. Like,
hypothetically.
yeah.
But no, it takes a man
Come on,
a
man.
lot to block.
Like, you-
It
like,
takes
you
a lot for them to
interfere-
block a female.
you
I feel
interfere
like
in
men
my
don't
peace.
block females.
Yeah.
You interfere in my peace at some
So-
point.
Hold on, y'all. Let her.
I don't block females
y'all,
personally, but
Let her talk, man. What is it about a dude blocking you that makes you sassy? I'm trying to understand.
I don't know, like, cause I usually be on that type of time. So for him to do it to me, I'm like,
So
ooh.
You must have did some shit.
Sprinkle some-
Damn,
Yeah,
man.
I agree on
I
that.
promise you,
Yeah,
any
I'm not pissed
If
you
a
off.
man is really done with you, you must have
any,
really
any
did some
chick
wild
I got blocked, she did some wild shit.
Yeah.
So
Really
now I'm
wild.
looking at you like, what the hell did you do?
But it's funny because I got blocked by like 2 people. But
Oh, you
no,
was
hear
on
me
some
out.
shit.
Hear me out. one of the guys.
Yeah,
He
she
just be blocking
toxic.
me because he petty.
She
well,
toxicity.
You say he petty?
Spade is a spade.
Some
Sorry.
niggas do be petty.
Spade is a spade. Some guys just be.
How many
real
windows you
petty.
broke over the years?
I don't break windows.
Okay, what you do?
Slash.
Run
She
people
ain't
over?
gonna tell us what
Crack
she
him.
did.
She crack him a little bit.
Let's be vulnerable. Let's get into our feminine
Wait,
side.
did you really?
No.
Oh, okay.
She not gonna tell us what
I
she
be
did.
talking shit to their mama sometimes.
Oh,
But
What the fuck?
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Hear me out.
Well,
Hear me out.
that's why you're blocked. We got the answer, guys.
She's a confident woman,
Hey,
bro.
y'all,
Stop playing.
hold on, y'all go ahead.
Confidence right there.
Hear me
Yeah, go ahead.
out.
It take hard to curse out my mama.
So no. I don't
You
curse,
go, girl.
I don't curse the mommies out. I'm not that wild, but I do like, if something's going on, say, okay, I'll just give an example. So basically, this guy, I don't even want to say it.
Now let's get it. Let's get it.
I'm sorry, you can't.
Listen, let's say that his name is Trevor.
Trevor.
Unless that's his real name. Don't use that shit.
I'm gonna use Trevor.
All right, cool. Trevor, what did Trevor do?
God. So Trevor pissed me off, and basically it was around COVID time, right? And COVID had just came out, and Trevor had like 2 kids, and he was all like, "I don't want my kids to go outside and stuff like that because it's COVID everywhere and shit like that." So basically, the house was a mess. The house was always a mess. It was always dirty, and I'm
All these
like,
guys are messy houses,
they
man.
always got a messy house. But nah, so I'm like, you have COVID. I mean, you don't want your kids to get COVID, but your house is a mess and everybody keep coming in there. It's like, oh, it's always dirty in there. Like, I don't understand. So his mom hit me up and she's like, I forgot what she said. She says something to me one day, and I was like, I don't come downstairs because it's always dirty. It's dirty in there. And that was basically it. That's the only type of, I'm not talking shit, but like, that's just.
I don't see that
Did
being
she
bad.
live with
You
them?
just-
He live with his mom?
Okay.
You gotta live with his mom. Yeah.
This is your ex or somebody who's dealing with.
No, did he live with his mom or the mom live with him?
He lived with his mommy.
Oh,
Not mommy.
him and the kid.
I mean, I don't consider that even bad. You
Okay.
just said it was dirty. If it's dirty, it's dirty.
I thought you were saying.
I thought it
like-
was
Oh,
more.
So
I thought it was
Hold on,
like
so-
she like you clean it up and you like I ain't cleaning that shit up. I thought it was something like more like that.
Yeah.
Like,
So he wasn't
Said it's
defending
dirty.
you though. So like when he let his mother interfere in your relationship, he wasn't defending you at all. Wow.
Okay, so it wasn't
Kind
kind
Yeah.
of
Because
like
you was
That's
just
a
trying
little
to tell
tricky.
them both that the house was dirty.
Y'all
You
gotta
just
fix
trying to
this
let them
shit.
know.
So he blocked. So he blocked you after that.
Yo, he blocked. I don't even know why.
shit, fuck the nanny. We need to get a maid.
Yeah.
If that's the case.
Damn.
I
Let's
don't
hit
know.
that first.
So what you got on that, Alice? What you think?
What's sassy to me?
Yeah.
A man that's not logical is very sassy to me. Like, let's stop. Don't argue with me. Let's solve it together. So if I'm the one have to like step in and be like, hey, bro, like let's figure this out as a team, and you're quick to like argue with me, and I'm like, am I talking to a man or I'm talking to a woman? I'm confused right now. So that makes me step out of character because I don't want to get bucked. And I all I want you to do is solve it. Why do I have to tell you to do something that you should already be doing?
But wait, is that sassy or is that immature?
Like taking out the trash, stuff like that.
No, it's just like literally if the conversation is very childish, and I feel like, bro, I feel like we're grown enough that you should understand what I'm saying. So I don't know if you're being egotistical. I don't know if you're mad because a woman's telling you this, but either way, it's sassy because I don't feel like I should be me or a guy that can't lead. So meaning like, I'm always the one staying on top of things and staying on, like making sure stuff like bills, stuff being done. I'm telling you what to do. I don't want to tell you what to do. I want you to lead so I can work on what I need to work on. I want you to have an input like with how to make our lives better. So if I'm always the one leading, putting inputs and stuff like that, that's sassy to me. Like,
Okay.
The scary part is how were these guys before you guys met them? They wasn't paying their own bills and stuff.
not saying I'm just using that as an example, but literally just like leading wise, like
Okay.
like lead me, like what's the next plan, what's the next move, like
Okay.
I don't want to be making all the plays all the time. That's tiring for me.
All right.
So you want a manager you can submit to, right? But it's just like
You have to be smart.
basically show me what
And
submitting
he
to.
has to
Yeah.
let her work remote.
Yeah.
Can't play about that.
No, I'm working remote regardless. I rebuke going driving to work again.
You can run a little remote job. You say you ain't never going back.
She
My
ain't letting that
third,
go.
my third.
This your third one?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Okay.
Alex, what you got?
I want to say possibly an over emotional man is sassy because why are you doing all that for what reason? Like I understand you feel a type of way, but if it's always an issue at every single thing, everything is like and there's nothing going on. I feel like I can't do that. It's way too emotional for me.
You know what? You have a lot of good points.
Oh, thank you.
I wonder where you get that from.
I don't know.
Oh. So anyway, anybody got Sassy? Anybody got anything on Sassy? Anybody
I can't stand that shit, bro.
What?
I swear they call anything sassy.
Yeah,
bro.
it's
Like,
getting overused. I ain't gonna
Yeah,
hold
but
you.
like, I'm
I
a
agree on
personal
that one.
trainer, so like the girls be saying I'm sassy. When I be telling them like stop eating bullshit. Like, when I be
Yeah.
checking
You
them.
paying me to do that.
You can't.
Everything ain't sassy.
Y'all are paying me. Like I've been called sassy.
Everything
for
ain't
that.
sassy.
See, Marty, you can't tell the truth nowadays,
You
man.
can't.
That's sassy
You
and
can't show
toxic.
no emotion
Yeah,
or
Bro,
anything.
anytime
You gotta lie, baby. That butt look
sassy,
good. 40 pounds overweight. Hell no.
And this kind of on topic too, bro. Like with the why y'all so quick to call a man gay? Like if he like, I hate that shit.
That's a
bro.
social
Nails
media.
and
Like,
So
I
the
was-
social media.
I was telling you about it kind of when
Mhm.
I told the girl like I was like, don't y'all want a man to provide for y'all? And she was like, well, y'all don't understand women. Y'all want men. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking
That
about?
makes no sense.
That's-
What are
that's
you fucking
projection
talking
from her
about, bro?
point.
Like I
That
hate
don't
that
make no
shit.
sense.
I can't stand
It
that
makes
shit.
no
So all the
sense.
sassy and gay shit, y'all gotta stop that shit.
So you even
But then
like,
y'all be having a gay best friend. So, but y'all be trying to insult men by calling us gay. But then like, what side are y'all on, bro?
I agree.
Oh, maybe
have
not
one.
y'all,
I have
but a
one.
lot of women do. So I'm just like, what side are y'all on? Like, I don't know. That shit weird.
I think we're just in a generation where everybody just goddamn confused, and I think women confused as hell
People
too.
got a
Dudes
problem with
confused too, but
Women do
when,
not know what they want, bro. Women
Well,
do not know what the hell they
I mean,
want
being
these
completely
days.
honest, dudes don't know what they want either. Because dudes will
No,
sit
I
up here and
agree.
talk
I
that
agree.
shit, be like, "Oh yeah, nah, bro, she gotta submit to me." But I'm like, bro, she paying bills. I'm like,
Yeah.
you
Oh,
kind of
yeah,
can't,
that shit
kind of
is
can't
everything,
submit
so
to you,
Yeah,
bro.
that shit is wild, bro.
Or they'll be like, I don't date OnlyFans chicks, or I don't do this, bro. Nah, we good. We hot. Next thing I know, bro, you with the stripper from last week and you took her out on a date. I'm like, you simping for this
Yeah.
chick. Like,
Oh, wow.
so people be capping, bro. Like,
Honestly, I think the bullshit is just being magnified. That's all. People really not confused. This is too much bullshit in the media. Everybody watching
that shit
it.
compounding.
Yeah, so like we getting confused because we like, oh, niggas like this shit. Okay, so should we act like this now? Like, what we need to do
Or people just obsessed with being a rebel. Like,
Facts.
like you
That's
can tell.
some teenage shit though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like men will tell women what they want. They gonna rebel against it, and vice versa. Like women will tell some men what they want, and men are like, "Nah, I'm not doing that shit."
I mean, if people always want to do the opposite of what somebody else says to them, that's
Yeah.
good forever. That's the
All
thing,
right.
yeah.
So you gonna go to work?
she not with that stay at home
now
mom
you
shit.
No, you gonna say no.
I'm in my
Say no.
pajamas, got my cup of coffee, got my TV going.
Okay.
Send an
She's
email.
not being a stay at home mom.
Long
bro.
day.
She will not.
Listen,
I gotta get her to leave that remote job.
She's
Yo.
not
She
rocking.
really wants that remote job.
She's not rocking.
listen. All right. Listen.
Yeah.
So I got
They gave you a
one.
bonus?
This is going to be the last question. We go into our main topic, guys. And this you got to think
Already?
about this one. No, I said our main topic.
Okay.
So, ladies, now fellas can answer this too. I want everybody to answer this. So, what would your ex say you need to work on in order to improve your relationship skills?
That's a good one.
That's a great question.
Breathing and communication.
Breathing.
Now, hold
Hold
up.
on,
Listen,
breathe.
we can't.
Why
we
are we
can't.
holding your breath?
And I'm gonna go ahead.
He just
and
pull it. He just hold on. He just pulling vessels
I have
out
so
here.
many
He's
questions.
pulling
Hold
blood.
up.
What the
Is he angry?
Listen, hold on. We got.
How long were you in that
We
relationship?
gotta do this in order, y'all. I'm gonna start with. I'm gonna say it again. So have time to think about it.
That's just for health.
What would your ex say
Shit.
you need to work on
That
to
boy is
improve
angry.
your relationship skills? And I'm gonna start with me. I know what my exes would say automatically. My exes would say that I'm an asshole and I can't wash my mouth. That's what they would say about me.
That's it?
And definitely I need to learn how to communicate better. Deshay, what you got?
I don't have no comment because I'm perfect. I feel like all the people I talk to,
All right.
they weren't
That's
on.
Neck ass.
Tell us what that nigga would say.
Can you be serious?
I do.
What would that
Everybody's
nigga
a 10.
say?
Come on, man,
I
for
feel
real.
like a lot of the guys who, or my ex, the most recent person who I spoke to, he had so many things wrong.
We're not asking about them. And see, here it is. Women are
That's
allergic to
crazy,
accountability,
bro.
bro. I'm
Like,
talking
he
about
can't say
you.
shit
Say
about that shit
some
wrong.
women, not all, just like
You
some
can't make
men.
this shit up.
He can't
You
say
can't
shit.
make
Can't
this.
make
Didn't we
this shit up.
go through this earlier?
Hold
People
on.
having inflated egos?
Ladies.
Yes.
We're not talking about your ex. We are talking about your ex. We're not talking about what your ex did wrong. We're not talking about what he didn't do. We're talking about you. What would your
Okay,
ex
and
say that you did wrong or need to improve on to be in a
Okay.
relationship?
And I'm
Let's
telling
take some
you- I'm telling
accountability,
you.
please.
And I'm all for taking accountability, but I'm telling you that he did so many things wrong. This is my baby daddy. He did so many things wrong that I'm like, fuck what you might have thought I was supposed to do. Like, I did a whole lot of shit. We did a whole lot of shit.
Bruh,
Bruh,
But you
hold
picked him.
up.
But you picked him.
Hold on, y'all, real quick. You gotta
Yo.
understand. You gotta understand. When a relationship ends, I don't care if it's 99% on the other person. You had 1%
one
fault
something.
in that ending.
Like,
You could have done something
Come on,
better.
man. You can't give us
Nobody's
0.2%.
I can think of one thing. Okay, so
0.2%.
when you have kids, okay, you bring family into it. You bring family into it when it's a relationship,
Into the mic,
regardless
into
if
the
you
mic.
know if you're a family person. So I'm very close to my family. So I will say when I brought a child into this world with this person, it was kind of like the debate on like, you let your family do this, or your family has precedence over this, and that. And I was like all for my family and not for my, then at the time, my man. I wasn't for him. I was like, my family.
Brother.
That's how I felt. Like my family topped him, and that would probably be the one thing he could say is like.
So can you
I
sum
was
this
riding
up
for my
nice?
family and not for him.
Okay.
Can't make this shit up.
That hurts, man. I'm kind of hurting for him.
Damn.
That hurts.
So
But
yeah, that's one thing I can say.
That hurts.
Keenan, what you got, man?
Hey, bro, who?
Okay, dog, my fault.
Burnt. That's like that. But probably the two for me would be definitely communication and opening up more. I got trust issues, dog. I got trust issues. So, like me, bro. I've been snake, you know what I'm saying? So definitely opening up more. I could work on that.
What you guys see, Marty?
She would definitely say my mouth is reckless. She would say I'm boring. She would say I work too much. And then she had an issue like if we, how our relationship, bro. Like when I see you, I see you. You know what I'm saying? When I see you, I see you. When I talk to you, I talk to you.
Facts, yep.
She would be mad that like I'm not reaching out to my guy friends and checking on them and shit. And I'm just like, what the fuck?
What
you
they
talking
got to do
about?
with that?
Like,
What
they
they
got
got
this
to do
shit.
with it?
We don't need that.
That shit would be
Yeah.
starting arguments. I'm like, what the like?
Yeah.
Why are you
I'll
worried
be like,
about me and my
bro, why
friends?
you ain't working?
Exactly,
You
bro.
got somewhere to
Like,
be?
what the fuck?
Yeah,
Or like,
she had too much time on her
or
hands.
if she
That's what it sound
follow,
like.
if she follow like two of my friends and they're together and I'm not there, she'd be like, "Why you not with them?" I'm like,
Whoa.
I don't fucking know.
What the
Maybe they
fuck?
had to talk about something. I don't give a
bullshit.
fuck. Like,
Because it's important that you guys have a healthy relationship with your friends.
Well,
it's fine. Like it's healthy.
But
Who said it wasn't healthy? Who said that's healthy?
She made a problem. That wasn't even
a problem.
And tried to
bro.
fix it.
Yeah.
Hold on,
That's
can I play?
welcome to capitalism.
Can I play devil's advocate here for a second? I'm
Damn.
just gonna play like the other side for a second. Now, I will say, generally speaking, men's friendships are a lot more low maintenance than women's friendships are. You see what I'm saying?
I
Because
agree with
women,
that.
Very.
you have to. If you miss a birthday dinner, you ain't their friend no
Cancel.
more. You ain't gonna cancel.
She wore the same shoes I wore that night.
You ain't going on a trip with them.
She
you
anything.
ain't their friend.
Why
no
you
more.
look at my
see what
man
I'm saying?
like that?
But so, like you said, C. Marty, you and I will talk sometime for 60 minutes one day, and then just to high and by the next, and we cool with that. You know what I'm saying? But I will say also, as black men, we do have to do a better job on checking on each other, and making sure everybody good. Because
definitely for mental health. Yeah,
I always say, hey, look, bro, how you doing? And tell me the long answer. I got time. Just a little shit like that does go a long way. So I kind of get what she's saying, but at the same time, I get what you're saying too.
Fuck that. Stop trying to control his life. He know how to manage his friends. Like I think that should be at your discernment though.
Yeah, but it's my thing though. If I see you and you got something you need to get off your chest, you just say that shit.
Facts. That's facts.
And vice versa.
Facts. Yeah.
Like I don't gotta ask that.
But I don't know, bro, because I don't know about you guys. Like me, like the one thing I gotta work on, I feel like I'm bothering somebody. You see what I'm saying? So like if I see you, I'm not saying this happened, just like if I see you training your client and I want to say something, I'm be like, damn, he is job working right now. I don't even want to bother the nigga.
Yeah, I do that
like,
too.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it depends on the importance of it though. If it's just some hey, what's up? Okay, cool. Now I'll catch him next time. But if it's something where like you really had something to ask him, I mean,
because this is more of the woman kind of thing. I've noticed because I had lots of relationships with women in the past, but I've noticed that women. Women want you. Women, like when you ask them the first time, they'll very rarely give you the answer the first time. They normally want to know that you care, and they want to kind of like pull the answer out of them. So I'll make sure that when I have this conversation, you know what, sweetheart, what's going on? How can I help you? How that make you feel? When you kind of foster that safe space for women, a lot of the time they'll open up. I don't want to get off subject, but I'm just saying sometimes you got to pull from people. Sometimes they won't open up initially on the first time. But I get what you're saying though, bro. That's facts.
Sometimes you do gotta ask somebody like a couple of times, like 2 or 3 times.
That's
true.
true.
Like, but I need to work on that more.
But she should have like.
Yeah.
I don't really think. I don't think she was saying it from a place like she didn't like she really cared. It was more like I'm gonna tell this nigga what to do. I'm gonna tell him something that he can't say. I'm just nagging him about. I'm gonna tell him something that should be good for him, so I can't say I'm bitching at him. Women do that shit too. I get what you're saying, bro. But Alex, what you got?
I got acting off of emotion and communication. Yeah.
Give us an example
you-
of acting off emotion in that communication.
I mean, when something happens and you just angry and you just want to spaz out, but you gotta breathe to take a deep breath, and that's the best thing to do. I do that now, and it works so well. And just let them know what the issue is, what's going on, because y'all can have that open conversation. Like, you're adults. It shouldn't have to get to a point where you have to yell at each other, because if that's the case, that's not the person for you.
What you got, bro?
Same as Alex, really acting off an emotion and possibly just talking too much to other people about the relationship.
Oh God!
Goddamn.
Especially if you got a whole bunch of single friends that's like that's mad.
Oh yeah, they gonna try to
That
fuck
you're
up
not
your
single
shit.
with them.
Yeah,
They
gonna
be the
try to
main
fuck your
ones
man.
trying to give you
Girl, he
the
ain't shit,
advice.
bro.
They be like,
They
girl,
been single for 10
girl,
years.
go on one night. He ain't gonna know
I don't like that narrative that you cannot talk to your friends and you shouldn't talk to your friends. If they
about the
single.
relationship. About the
Yeah.
relationship
I feel like
There's
I
some
feel
things
like-
that need to stay in a
I don't think you
relationship.
should know.
bro.
to another
Yeah.
single woman
But
that can't
yeah.
keep a man.
But when you're
I
in
agree.
stuff, you can't see the outside of
Yeah.
it. Like, you know, when you're
But
in stuff, you can't see.
do you
how,
not
like,
know that
bro,
they're gonna
that
try to
sounds crazy.
deprecate you, and then they're gonna sleep with your man? I'm
It's
just
possible.
I'm telling you,
Yo,
It's a possibility.
they fuck
Yeah.
up your shit, and then they fuck
Yeah,
your
I
man.
agree. I agree.
They
I've
will
seen it
try to
happen.
fuck your
I see
man.
that happen more than once.
I've
A
seen it
lot.
happen.
But some women
I've
do
seen
that.
it
Not
happen.
all
To a
women do
mature
that.
person or a married
He doing this. He giving me
that
massages. He
wants the
doing
best
that.
for you
I'm telling
at
you,
the
open
end
up
of the
that door.
That Mary,
Sometimes it's hard to read people's intentions.
that Mary barrier does not mean anything.
It doesn't.
Nowadays,
I
it
done
don't.
seen some
It
shit.
does not.
But hold on.
I mean,
talk-
talk
It
about a
actually
healthy
makes you more
relationship.
attractive. It
No,
actually
I'm
makes
saying,
you more
like,
attractive.
But you can tell when people
But being
aren't happy.
married,
But you can tell people are happy, and you can tell people aren't. I've seen people in my family. I'm like, damn, I don't want to be in.
I think that's bullshit.
No,
Yeah.
but no, for real, you can tell. Like, honestly, you can tell when people aren't happy at all.
Wow.
My most public
Like-
relationship was the worst relationship ever.
It's
Been.
always
Facts.
I agree.
bro.
Yes.
Facts.
Baddie
Sorry,
with no
Private
Instagram.
life.
I ain't mean to cut you off. I'm sorry.
Private life is the best life for me.
Go ahead.
No intimacy. Like, I know one of my family, they had separate rooms. Like, that's a sign right there. Y'all don't like each other. Y'all just here for it.
Wait.
No intimacy. The way y'all talk to each other, you can tell when people really love each other. The way they look at each other, like touch each other, hold each other. Like, you be like, damn,
I mean,
they having some good sex. I
Well,
can tell.
but is that really gonna last long term? Like, let's just be honest. You know, love is great and all that, but long term, like
I'm talking
certain.
about older people, like people that their kids is our age.
Right. I'm telling you, that's what I'm saying. Like, long term, when we in a long term relationship and things like that, like, love eventually, not to say it dies out, but it's like it's
It
just
changes.
It's like
you,
people get complacent. Like, let's just be realistic.
what Oliver was trying to say is not to put words in your mouth,
Nah,
but it's just like
it because I'm fucking it up.
it's because like you gotta understand, like with relationships, like anything else in life, there are ebbs and flows. There are high points where you feel like you're just the most in love person, you're intoxicated, you can't get enough of this person, and then there's time where, if we're being honest, you know what? I can't stand this person. I want to fuck somebody else right now. I'm bored of this person. And I think what he's trying to say is like, you don't stay in that euphoric puppy love phase forever.
Well, it's not always going to be happy. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
It's going to be ups and downs.
I
And
think
shit.
we kind of oversell the idea of happiness in relationships.
And
you
if
know
I
what I'm
don't
saying?
feel
'Cause
this
most
way-
relationships are not happy. It's
Yeah.
not happy all the time. The majority of the time, I argue, probably not happy.
I was about to say
That first 2 years, the honeymoon phase, of course, everything's great at that point.
I mean,
But
I do agree that you can probably tell when you know, like, oh, they love each other, they da da da. But you might not always be able to tell by looking at them saying like, oh, you know, they fucking good. You might not always be able to tell
And
by looking and seeing.
I'll say this with Allison, because I kind of agree with to a certain extent, because in person you can normally kind of read vibes and tell who's in love and who's not. But I want to say more on a macro level, because how many times you seen a celebrity, they be on Instagram posting yacht trips, they in Dubai and shit like that, and then a year later it comes out he's beating her ass or something like that.
Yeah, that
You
don't
see
mean
what I'm
nothing to me. Yeah, I understand. I'm talking
Yeah.
about like the vibes, like posting pictures and stuff. That don't mean nothing.
Okay,
It's just
fair
how
enough.
y'all interact with each other. Because it was literally a couple. I don't know their Instagram, but literally he bought her all this stuff. But then it was a video they did. He was talking to her all wild. I'm like,
Adam 22.
yeah, you don't respect her for real. I don't know who it is, but I'm like, you don't respect her for real. She might stay because she wants the funds and the nice things, but you saying bitch and all that stuff. I'm like, yeah, no, I can't do that.
Well, and I'll say this too, because like there are going to be times when you're not in love with your partner, when you can't really stand them, and honestly, it's been times you want to kill them. But I think that even in those moments, as long as you have a certain level of respect and a certain line that you won't cross, you can at least have an emotional, a healthy conflict, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that's like when they say that. What do they say? Like, it's not just love that
Right.
keeps a relationship going.
Understanding.
Because
Not just
I'm big on understanding.
Love is bullshit, man.
Well, I mean, I don't gotta love you to keep getting these fucking bills paid. You could piss me the fuck off, but I'm saying, but I gotta keep paying bills, right? I gotta keep taking care of you, right? You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day,
it's like duty.
It's a duty. It's a duty, and that's what it is. It's duty,
and that's kind of why we call it shattered illusions, guys. Because, like, again, love is not just constant feeling of euphoria. It really isn't. It's, again, I can't stand you today. Hey, I'm looking at your friend. He's kind of cute. I want to fuck him today. Hey, your best friend, your sister ass looking a little fat. I'm trying to want to hit that joint. That's what love really is. It's not 100% just love and euphoria all the time. It's just not.
Fuck that. Love is toxic. You don't even look at another man.
I'm like I said, I can only speak for myself. I can't speak for y'all. I'm not in y'all bodies. I don't see out your eyes. But when I'm with somebody, I'm really with them. I've been in a relationship for 10 years. And the reason why it didn't last because it was them. But I tried. But I can't really say
But see, Allison, we're not, again, what I'm saying, we're not saying that love does not exist. We're just saying the idea that's perpetualized in society, that version of love doesn't exist. Because I promise you, if I was to go dig into your past, it probably was a moment in time where you were bored with your nigga. You know what I'm saying? Not saying you didn't love him any less, but it's just it's not. Disney will tell you that love is just, this perfect thing. You're always happy. You're smiling all the time. That's not real love. That's what I'm saying.
The thing I'm saying is that it's not because I'm not bored. If you communicate to me, if you treat me good, I'm gonna always be fine. But when you start acting funny, that's when the relationship failed.
For 10 years, you was bored.
I wasn't bored. I said no.
That needle was not moving.
You're not comprehending me.
That needle was not moving.
You're not comprehending. I definitely said when he started acting funny, when he started treating me weird and started not treating me right, disrespecting me, that's when my love started to decrease. Not because I'm just bored. You can make fun out of nothing. Y'all, people that do that, you're just boring. You're a boring person.
When we're talking about boring, it's not just necessarily of this person. It's of everything.
The more it's saying bored is not the right word. The more it's saying
that's y'all duty to keep the relationship alive.
Well, as a couple, I don't know what to pick, but I don't think what they mean. I don't think bored is the proper word. I think they mean more like redundancy, just the redundance. It's over and over and over.
I think it's synonymous at that point because again, this is what I always try to tell women too. And this is uncomfortable conversation for most men too. It's I say it like this. If you move to let's say Santorini, Greece, you know what I'm saying? The fucking black sand beaches, crystal blue water, hills on the city, on the side of the building, all that shit, right? When you first get, you're like, damn, this shit's amazing. I would stay here forever, right? And it's just natural and human nature. Once you're over there for a month or two, you'd be like, man, fuck this shit. You know what I'm saying? Eventually, as humans, we get bored with redundancy and the same exact thing. And I'll give you one more example. If your favorite food steak, cooked perfectly, seasoned perfectly, everything's right. If you have it for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, you're going to get bored of it. I don't care how amazing it is. Women especially, and men instinctively crave variety. That's just how it is.
I mean, I don't. So I can only speak for myself. Like I said, that's why communication, healthy distance. Y'all have y'all lives. If y'all always in the house 24/7, yeah, I'm gonna get bored. But like I said, speaking for myself, I'm the person that be out. I do my own stuff.
But you got your remote job.
but I be out.
Wow.
I'm playing. I be doing a lot of stuff.
And see, and we don't really talk about this too because we always have a new couple that's quote unquote relationship goals, but we don't really ever look back and say what happened to the other couple that was relationship goals. What happens a lot, y'all understand?
No update, no nothing.
I look this stat up. Do you not know that if you get married in 2023, there's an 87% chance your marriage is going to fail? Wow. And what I mean by that, it's you will either A, get divorced, B, cheat, or C, get cheated on. You got to understand, if you just cheat one time, your marriage fails automatically. That's not monogamy. It's not.
You saw something, I don't know if you saw the stat, but it was 80% of those divorces are
initiated by women.
They had, but they had the word social media in them. Something happened on social media that triggered the divorce. Yeah.
Baddie with no Insta.
I didn't see that.
I will have to say that my parents, they had me at 16. To this day, I don't know how long my parents have been married. They're 45. To this day, they don't have no type of social media. When I say no, they don't have no Facebook, no Instagram.
It puts pressure on the relationship.
They don't have none of that. Private life, happy wife. None of that whatsoever.
Private life, happy wife. 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 Private life, happy wife.
None of that whatsoever. Don't even know
That's
what's
what's
going
up.
on with that, how to work
That's
it.
what's up.
So we got
Yeah, that's good. That's what's
sidetracked
up.
there. You want to answer the initial question, Allison? What would your ex say you need to work on to improve your relationship skills?
I think by the last relationship, I guess the way I say things when I get very aggravated, because I can definitely hit below the belt.
Really?
I can see that.
I can see that though.
Never
I can
got
see
you.
you like
Never got
belittle,
that
kind of
vibe.
like belittling a man. I can see
And
that.
literally only because when they do stuff like they're not logical and they're not being a man, so I can definitely say some things that make them feel
Like
unmanly.
insult his intelligence.
You like to deal with facts.
And
2 + 2 is
and his
4.
manhood,
What'd you
yes,
just
for
say?
sure.
What'd you just
I
say?
do that.
What?
I said she like to deal with the facts.
But I don't. The thing is, I don't be lying. It's just the way I said it was really hard.
Like, come on.
I don't be lying,
1
though.
+ 1 = 2. Like, were you missing it?
But it comes out really bad.
In some extreme forms of math, it's actually not too.
And see, this is what I always say: all women are the same. Do you not realize that every single time a woman says something, that's, oh well, I did this because he did that. Like, I'm asking about you. Just
No,
like
I said that. I said the way I said things was wrong. It hit below the belt. I could have said it better.
You preface it by saying he did something and that caused you to do that.
But that's literally what it was. I don't know what you want me to say. I feel like I've grown as a person, but that's the thing I had to work on. I apologized the next day. I was like, yeah, that was sorry. That was not of me to do that. I should never said that.
But you see how the men, like, when I answered, I said, you know what? I run my mouth too much and I'm an asshole. I didn't say, oh, she did X, Y, and Z, so it caused me to be an asshole.
I hear you, but I don't want y'all to think I'm just like saying it just because one day I wake up and like, you're a bitch. Like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm explaining it.
But we just said it though, like, if you're mad, if you're upset, you're still responsible for what comes out of your mouth.
Yeah.
And see what I'm saying? Fair enough. But like, I gave this example to my other girls that I've dealt with. I said, you know what? You said things to me I kick a man's ass for saying.
Yeah.
But you see, I can't say, if I was to hit you and physically overpower you, I can't say, oh, it's because I got mad. It's because you said X, Y, and Z.
We don't condone domestic violence.
We don't. They're gonna lock my ass up and throw away the key. They don't care. They don't care what you said. It's about what I did. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you.
It's personal responsibility.
Yeah.
Again, allegedly.
You gotta make sure you say that, bro.
Facts, bro. And listen, hold up. We don't condone hitting women.
I'm just saying that's what makes me turn up in general. That's what makes me turn up.
Fair enough. All right. Go ahead, Oliver.
Oh God. See, you're too full of yourself.
Damn.
You need to calm down.
Now he got a list.
Nah, just you too full of yourself. You need to calm. I'm thinking of the joints that I keep hearing, and you need to relax. Like, stop working so hard.
So have you taken any of that criticism? Have you worked on that at all?
Do it look like it?
That's why
That nigga ain't listening to that shit.
He said, I am who I am.
I mean,
respectfully.
All right, y'all. Let's get to our main topic of the night, man. This is what I really want to talk about. I don't even know, icebreakers no more. We just went down so many different fucking rabbit holes and shit. So, ladies and fellas, I want to know who has more dating options in 2023, men or women? And we're gonna start with Allison and work our way around.
I thought we went that way. Did we go that way?
Did we go?
Did we go wrong?
Oh, I ready.
Yeah, we go around this time. This way. Start over here.
Okay.
Okay, so
wait, hold on. Where did we start last time?
I'm listening to the producer.
You went first.
Oh, okay. All right.
Okay.
Go
Okay,
ahead.
so I'm gonna make this real short and sweet. So, speaking from my perspective, I will have to say that how I'm feeling right now, I feel like men have more options, and I can only speak for a woman who has 2 kids. And looking at the father of my child, it would be way easier for him to find some woman to mess with and to marry her and to go on life to have more kids with her than it is for me to find a man who wants to come into my life, as I'm a woman who has 2 kids. That I can only speak on my perspective. I'll say that I feel like men have more options.
All right.
Yeah.
Kate, what you got?
I feel like women got the whole entire world in their hand, especially from an investment standpoint. Like, men off the break, they gotta take them out. They gotta prove this, prove that. A woman ain't gonna invest in no broke dude at all.
Snow cones ain't good enough no more.
Nah, exactly. No, character is not good enough no more. Oh, it don't matter if he's strong. It don't matter anything like that. Like, if he ain't got that bag, then yeah. So I'm gonna say women got the advantage.
See, Money, what you got?
This is a tough question, bro.
It is. It can go either way though.
You can answer in 2 parts if you have to.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to do. So if you narrowed it down to tax bracket, rich niggas have the most options.
Facts. That's a fact.
It is not even close, bro. And I seen that shit firsthand living in LA and just having friends in the league. That shit is wild.
Mm-hmm.
But if you talking about like the whole spectrum, you can make an argument for men because there are more women on Earth than men.
Mhm.
But women, you could be the no offense, you could be the ugly fat chick, and they pulling dudes.
I'm telling you,
and like
shopping at Rainbow,
800 pounds,
bro. Like damn, this gonna sound fucked up, but I've trained women that's like 275, 280.
Protect the brand,
and they talking about the dick they was getting. Like, and I'm just like, damn, bro, like, and the options of men they have, and I'm like, yo, that's fucking wild. So
yeah,
the woman who's not 280, who looks decent, who's somewhat cute, she got hella options. She got a lot more options than the average dude. So,
because a man gonna fuck,
it's simple. Yeah, bro, it's so easy for y'all to pull dudes. So it's hard. It's hard, but
these wolves hungry in these streets.
I'm gonna have to go with men though, bro.
280, damn.
Women fucking with toxic men and broke men, and everybody getting cheeks. Not everybody getting cheeks. I take that back.
Man, homeless man getting cheeks.
Well, everybody's
homeless man. That's what I'm saying, bro. You seen that video?
I seen it, bro. I'm telling you.
I'm
telling you, bro. Everybody getting some cheeks these days. Unemployment.
Go ahead, bring up the stat, Q. Go ahead, bring the stat.
I'm telling you, I got these EBT
cards. 1/3 of men are.
I'm gonna go bring it up. I'm gonna go.
Go ahead.
Alex, go ahead. What you?
Go ahead, bring it up. 1/3 of men are virgins. I haven't had sex in the past year. So see, Marty, you can't say that.
Can I get my shit off? Can I get my shit
can't
off?
Say that, bro.
Can I get my shit off?
Stop the cap.
They go to statistics. They go to statistics.
Go ahead, Alex. I'm going last. Go ahead.
So if we're saying overall, I'm gonna say women because they have a lot of control. In terms of letting men in between their legs. But if we're talking about men, when it comes to high value men, women
status.
Are throwing themselves because they want that lifestyle. They want everything that comes with it, and they don't care whose toes they step on, who gets in the way, if it's your best friend's sister, whatever the case may be.
None of that.
So,
or your single best friend that's trying to take your man.
That part.
Just saying.
So, yeah. So I'm gonna say if we're talking about high value, I'm gonna say high value men, and then overall women as well. So kind of I have two answers.
Awesome.
Did y'all see that? Oh, I'm sorry.
Hold on, bro.
Shit,
yeah, I'm gonna wait. To the end.
Let the friends go ahead, bro.
Don't forget.
Who has more options, men or women, in 2023?
Honestly, this is a very difficult question. Honestly, in my opinion, I kind of say men because I'm not about to let anybody hit, and I'm not about to go on a date with anybody. You know what I mean? And I would personally go and want to date someone who's got their stuff together, not somebody who's like.
So you're saying because of that men have more options, or it would be women? Because you just said you wouldn't date anybody. So did you mean women have more options? Or you meant men?
I feel like it's still men.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm just word checking in.
All right, awesome.
Call me Nike.
To me, it depends who you are as a person for men and women. Like if in your assets, so your assets can be financial, it could be your ass. You know what I'm saying? Like so,
Your ego.
Yeah, it just depends. Like if people think you're high value, men or women, you have that option regardless. So it can go both ways depending on how you look at it. I mean, yeah, women we get to decide. So technically, yeah, but then like I said, men have more options because women are throwing themselves at you. But I feel both, depending on the person.
Some good points, I want to say.
I feel like men will do a lot to get a woman. So
men will do a lot to get a number.
Hold on, because when I say options, like I said,
just a conversation, just a high.
I could use me for example. Options to me is like doesn't mean I'm dating you. It just means people that wants my attention. That then you're an option because like whenever if I decide to, then you can, you know what I'm saying?
But see, and here's I'm not saying you, but just women in general. Before I go with my long-winded answer, but women confuse options of guys wanting to fuck them and guys wanting to be with them. It's two different things.
Two different things.
I mean, yeah, but I hear what you're saying, but
because it is a price on pussy, especially in modern day. It is a price on it.
But I mean,
so you want to spend $200 a night? Okay, I got you.
I'm not going to technical. I'm just like an option in period. If you're trying to take me out, then you're an option at the end of the day. But I don't have to allow you to take me out. But
that's kind of gonna go into my answer. But were you done? Go ahead.
Huh?
Go ahead. I'm saying. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you. Go ahead.
No, that's basically it. Like I just have an option. When I look at options, I mean like literally an option to choose who I'm gonna hang out with.
Like someone that has interest in you.
Yeah, that's how I look at options.
Enough.
Okay, Oliver, what you got?
Man, like this answer right here, I would say if we using the whole bell curve, definitely I'd say women. Because I'll just say it like this: most men like most women don't like most men. Let's just be completely honest. even if girls, now I will say this, chicks, it is just options to fuck, but at least it's a doorway. Because if a dude fucks you and he likes how, like, you know what, hey, shorty cool, I'll keep her around, you at least got a chance. For most guys, they don't get a thing. And it's like, once you break that barrier of being like not the average guy, like once you hit like that top 12% of guys, then it's like the pendulum switches. But for most guys,
very rare.
Lonely.
Is it true women think most men are ugly? I think most men are like unattractive.
Well, we just heard two people say that they wouldn't let just anybody take them out. I argue and say most guys will go out with anything.
Yeah.
Well, and I think that, ugly is a relative term, but I don't know if I was talking to you about this somebody, but
my money makes me handsome.
I was gonna say,
shout out Gucci.
Listen, I'm not saying women aren't as shallow as men when it comes to looks. And what I mean by that is women like us for other shit. You know what I'm saying? As long as you meet her baseline level of attraction, like you can't be hideous, but if you like kind of a little funny look, it might be a little ugly.
Or you got confidence.
Or your confidence high, you might got a little bit of money, a little bit of clout. Women will overlook your looks for other shit. Men, on the other hand, normally won't. Either we like you or we don't sexually.
But there's always gonna be some dude that'll fuck you though.
That's
facts.
There's always like a girl is never really, no matter how hideous she is, she's never out of options.
And that's kind of where I was about to go to too. Y'all ready for the real? So, if you want to be in a technical realm, men have more options than women. But if you want to be in a reality kind of thing, in theory, women have more options than men. Let me explain. So you guys know we're talking about African American men to African American women. There are 19 million African American men in the country and 21 million African American females. Okay, so just by you being a man, you're already a scarce asset. And when we talk about what do women want normally, it's normally what? The 360s, right? 6 feet, 6-pack, 6 figures. That's what most women go for. I don't care. You can say no, not me.
Some girls like teddy bears, bro.
I was about to say, hey, don't sleep on me, champ. Don't sleep on me. Hey, what you talking about? What is you talking about?
But women normally they want these three things because they
stand for my
talk your shit, dog.
You dig what I'm saying, man?
They represent a certain thing that women find attractive. So when we say 6 feet, that represents the protective aspect that women like. Normally, bigger guys are a bigger perceived threat to other men. You can ward off predators and other men. Okay. The 6-pack comes into vitality for your children and health. Women want the best next for the children, okay? And then 6 figures comes on your ability to provide resources to her child and offspring, right? So when you take that 21 million African-American men, you start shrinking that number down, it gets real small all of a sudden. So only 4% of African-American men make 6 figures. Only 2% have visible abs. And we're talking about like somebody actually is like above 6 foot tall. We're talking about like 8% of the population, right? Then now we're not talking about if that man is not married, if he's not gay, if he's not already taken, if he's not in jail. We're not talking about all these other facets. So that 19 million comes down to like a couple 100,000 then. So you don't only have to find that man, but make that man want you. You see what I'm saying? So I would say that women, when you want an actual high value man, it's really difficult to find. And social media will actually make you think it's easy because you see Drake, Future, all these rap stars with thousands of women around them. But here's my other point. Most men live a lonely existence. And go ahead and say the stats, Steve Marty. Go ahead.
1/3 of men are virgins or haven't had sex in the past year.
And y'all don't understand that because y'all see these guys on social media. And you assume it's called the apex fallacy. You think that because you see the Drakes, the Futures that have all these women, you assume that most guys have that. Most guys can't get shit from a woman. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, Oliver and I, K-Dot, and even C Mike to a certain extent, I would say I'm a great conversationalist. I know how to get a woman very easily. But when women, you're ruled by your emotions. So if I go up and I talk to you, right, you can't really see what I got going on. You can tell I'm different by my conversation, but other shit, it kind of fades to the black, right? So even if you like me, right, you might go home, sister might piss you off, your ex might hit you up, baby daddy might hit you back up, and you might honestly like me, but you know what? I don't know this nigga. I'm gonna run back to what I know. You see what I'm saying? So most men don't even have the confidence to, first of all, approach a woman, and even when they do, they don't get these women because women are fucking flaky as fuck. Whole different conversation, but you gotta understand, there are men right now porn use is sky high among young men. OnlyFans is rose an explosion in power. Why? Because men aren't getting laid. It's not most men.
77% of suicides are men.
Exactly. But most men aren't getting laid. That's why women technically
that's married men too.
A whole different
100%.
conversation, bro.
Married,
so to
miserable.
answer my question, to break all this down nice and succinctly, on paper, men have more options. But since most men are invisible to most women, it's women that really have the more options.
You broke that down good, man.
You need a Don DeMarco,
I feel like we should be like a college course or some shit. How to get a chick 101.
So, any comments to that, lady? Anything? They got anything?
She like, I'm fucking done. She like, fuck y'all, man. She like, I'm.
She was making faces the whole time you was talking too, bro. She was like,
she like it, and this nigga beside me yelling and shit.
About,
that ain't my reality. Like I said, 6 figures they everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, I think
you said 6 figures everywhere.
But I'm gonna keep it a buck though, man. I think people, the 6 foot 6 figures, that helps. But I'm gonna be honest, man. Some of them guys are still fucking dorks. Like they just fucking losers, man.
Of course, that's not everybody.
Nah, nerds and dorks are two different things. A dork is you just a loser. Like you don't know how to talk to her. You don't know how to touch her. It's just certain things that it's like, if you don't work on how to deal with women, to me, that's a whole separate skill that I think a lot of guys leave out, because you have to know women in order to be good with women.
They're just unexperienced. Why they gotta be dorks?
They're dorks because,
there's certain type of men that is a dork.
You be like, this man corny. Y'all like corny? Can I say corny?
It depends on what field you're working in. If you're going to more like, I know, computers, and maybe you might find more people who are awkward.
Those are nerds. I like nerds. I bang with them.
Yeah.
They
do my IT shit. Can we
shit.
show this is real quick? I want to make sure we get the video and then we can go back to this. Yeah, just real quick.
In the flow, man.
Oh my god, not
Keke Palmer, like.
So, hey, Kiana, go ahead and make that joint. Can you make it full screen? No, is that
they both right and they both wrong.
Yeah, right in the corner. No,
it's about to get crazy.
Yeah, all right. So, ladies, can y'all see the screen? Can y'all see it for the most part?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're gonna play the video. Go ahead. Hold on, wait. Stop that. We're gonna pause the video.
Keke was sitting.
Yeah,
listen.
Nice.
Oh, brother, here we go.
She look good.
Yeah, I don't want no sound because we don't get a copyright.
So,
So, guys, we're not gonna play the sound because it's copyrighted music, but we're gonna go ahead and react to the video. What y'all think about this?
Copy that shit.
And I'm pretty sure y'all all have seen it at this point in time. I want to make sure that we can have a reference point.
Clearly, her and her man was going through something at this point.
She outside.
It wasn't even just that, but we're gonna break that down.
Yeah, I'm very eager to answer.
Oh yeah, no, it was this.
I want to hear your answer.
Very.
Why are you looking like? I ain't see this part.
Who was he singing? There goes my baby.
Yeah.
Look, Usher was locked in.
Exactly.
Okay.
He probably hit it that night too. That's what's crazy.
Hey, Usher the GOAT.
Might as well.
He probably hit the joint.
Might as well.
He probably hit it already.
And the shit with a bang. Fuck it.
Low key.
He probably already hit it.
Hey, didn't Keke play as Chili?
He insecure.
Hey, y'all, we gotta ask y'all
I'm
this
just
question.
saying.
First of all, what's your reaction to the video? And second of all, is it okay for a woman to, one, dress like that when in a relationship, and two, act like that when in a relationship?
Be this way. No.
Wouldn't be me.
That way.
Okay, so I do understand the body language with her and with her and Usher. I completely understand that, because me being in a relationship, I would not do that. To be fair, do I think they were probably going through something? Probably was. There was something on the media that I saw, like, I don't know if the truth. He cheated on something. I don't know the truth. I'm just regurgitating information at this point. The dress like that. I mean, me personally, I'm gonna be sexy 24/7. Okay, and that's me. Like, I'm gonna be this way single. I'm gonna be this way taken. You knew me for how many years? This is how I am. I'm gonna look good. I'm never not gonna look good. You hit me up on FaceTime in my house. Where you going? Nowhere. I've been in the house all day. Like, that's just me. So I think there's nothing wrong. She's embracing her body, and me being as a mom, like, even her when I had insecurity issues because I had to get used to my new body. I thought I was, fat because I was used to being so slim. So now that I'm in my thicker weight, it's like, okay, I can embrace myself. So I'm here for embracing.
All right, go ahead, Sabra.
Keke look good. Okay, Keke look damn good. I really don't have anything to say. I think that, like I said before, they're both right and they're both wrong. I'm gonna leave it at that.
That's a cop out, man. Who's more wrong?
Listen,
Come on, man.
I mean,
Both right, both wrong.
they both right.
If you had to lean
Yeah.
towards the side, give me a 60-40. If you had to lean towards the side, which one would you pick? You would say she's more like he's over exaggerating, or would you say it's more like she was wrong?
I just feel like you shouldn't.
Do you feel like he made a big deal out of it? Let's do that. Do you feel like he made a big deal out of it? Do you feel like it was harmless? How about that?
I think he should have spoke to her about it in their house.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I
you
agree
lean,
on that.
so you leaning
Yeah.
towards
That's what made him look like a sucker when he
Yeah.
posted on Twitter. That's when I disagree with his actions was on that one.
Yeah, he looked very weak.
He looked very weak on that, and I'm like, bro, you already know right there. You don't have no leverage by any means at all. Like nobody knows who you are. Let's be honest.
So let's say before the tweet, but
Keke
just from
got
the
all
dance-
these biased fans
but
that's
just-
going ride her out till the wheels fall off. You don't have no leverage anyway, bro. You could have called her or something, bro.
But just from the dancing and going out, let's just say just right there before the tweet, would you say that was like too provocative, or would you say it was harmless?
I don't know if she was acting, because it's a show and Usher, she knows Usher.
So you think it's harmless?
I was thinking that too.
I'm not sure.
She
Like,
might
I
have been
really
acting.
don't know.
If you had
Because we know how Keke is,
Lean,
like, is she trying to turn this into like a reality show? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I thought
Like a
about that
little
side too.
spin-off.
Yeah, a little spin off
What
of
you
this.
about to say?
You know,
I was gonna say, like, at the end of the day, she is a celebrity, and I know I'm not a celebrity, but I know in the celebrity world they do be entertaining. They be giving entertainment. Honestly, to be real, if he never tweeted, I honestly forgot that he even existed. Like, honestly, like to be fair, like
if you had to look that up, then because I didn't see it posted,
Right.
nothing, I really had to look that up.
So literally, if that video played and he never tweeted, I'd probably be like, oh, okay, Keke having fun with Usher. All right, bet.
Boom.
And I would have forgot about it.
He set himself up. Yeah.
So he set himself up.
That's facts.
He's kind of unknown.
What you got? What you got, Alex?
Wouldn't be me. So I feel as though that is a lot much, especially when you have a man. I get it's a celebrity, but especially being a celebrity, people already know you have all these people in your face. They know who you are. They're going to make something bigger than what it is. I feel like you're disrespecting your man because there's no reason you should be all up on that man like that. And I honestly feel like they had something going on too, because the way she was like looking at him and then showed him on with the no abs and no shirt, like, this man, like it's never that serious. So I feel like at that point you're disrespecting your relationship, because if it was vice versa, I would definitely feel some type of way. But
I just feel like they had something happening in the back end. Not Usher.
Yeah, you mean
but
her and her man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they had to.
So it sounds like you're leaning towards Keke, so she's cool. So not saying she's cool, but you saying he overreacted. That sounds like what you more so leaning towards. Yeah.
I don't know. I think Keke was a little bit wild. I'm not gonna hold you.
She was very
Give me
wild.
a 51-49.
She was very wild.
51-49.
You want me to do it so bad?
0.5. Give me a 0.5.
Keke,
All right, there we go. All right, let's make a decision. You know what I'm saying? Make a decision.
So yeah, and I feel like it goes both ways, because like y'all said, he should have handled that offline to not make it bigger than what it was.
Yeah.
That's something big that y'all need to take at home, communicate, have that conversation, make sure it doesn't happen again, establish that between y'all. And then in terms of the outfit, I mean, if that's what she want to wear, that's what she want to wear, but it would never be me. So that's just me personally. I feel like it's ways to be sexy. You don't have to show as much skin or, that type of outfit.
I bet you she don't dance on him like that. Man, she probably didn't dance like him.
That's why he made the tweet.
Exactly. She like, damn, she don't dance like me, but dance like that for me.
And honestly, it was he did the tweet, but he didn't have to say the reason was because your mom, because we know that probably was not it 10 times out of 10.
Well, I think we all can agree that it was a little like putting it, blasting it like that. That's you gonna make a bad situation
she was
worse.
Drooling over this man. Like she didn't have a man at home. I wouldn't disrespect like that. So yeah, no, absolutely not.
What you got, Simone?
Even if they were going through something, that's still inappropriate behavior. Like if you're in an argument, now you could dance up on a nigga. Like let's reverse the roles.
But she felt the way.
We going through an argument. So I go to a Megan Thee Stallion concert and she could twerk all up on me. And it was women saying they was cool with that. But let's be real, like
don't pick up a charge.
Girls be mad over Instagram likes on another girl picture. So y'all would not be cool with another girl twerking on your man. So that's one thing. And then she has a son, correct? right? Someone grew up with a single mom. My mom's pretty. Y'all seen my mom. Coaches was trying to holler at my mom. Kids would be making comments about they trying to fuck my mom and shit. Not cool, bro. And if my mom had her ass out and people were acting that, bro, that's a problem. You gotta think about the son too. That's not a good situation for the son to be in.
I'd be like, Mom, you for the streets.
And then let's talk real man shit. If we lit or drunk at an event and we try and get some pussy and there's somebody with her ass out, who we going at? We going at the girl that's covered up or the girl with her ass out?
Straight up,
know how men think too.
She's selling.
That's what I'm saying. Just going how men
they see you at that point.
How men think.
Yeah,
so
they don't want to get to know you past being.
Yeah, so I mean, I understand. Like y'all want to look sexy and look good, but you can look sexy and look amazing without having your ass out. And I'm noticing the trend. It's like Sierra did it, Gabrielle Union did it, Taraji P. Henson.
Sierra made a song about
what is this thing with girls having their ass out? You don't have to do that to look sexy. Y'all, they were sexy years before they did that shit. Yeah. So I'm not cool with that. And then dude he's a sucker for getting on Twitter like that.
Yeah,
like, and if it was that big an issue, bro, just take your shit and leave, bro.
But your girl gonna only do what you. But your girl only gonna do what you let her though. You see, Sierra wasn't pulling that shit when she was the Future. If you with a certain type of dude, girls they not gonna do that. If your man is not doing what, like,
so if the respect is there,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. She don't respect.
She don't respect.
And I'll say Sierra don't respect Russell Wilson.
Oh no, hell no. She does not. You saw the video. You saw the video when he tried to kiss her, and she was.
Yeah. Did you see that? Did you hear that song? It was banger too.
Oh, you talking about the Future verse?
Which one?
He just came out with a new song.
No.
Oh, okay. Because Future went hard on that.
Well, no, I wasn't
about Russell.
Well, no, Future G. I like whatever, man. But I mean, at the same,
they can say what they want about Future. They be like, he 40 years old, acting like this. And
I mean, at the end of the day, man, I'm not. Well, I'm not saying that's the best way to handle it. But I was talking about. I'm talking about how. Well, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about how the woman responds to it. She wasn't making no single lady songs and all that shit when she was a Future. That's all I'm saying. If my chick, if I get with a chick and she made a song about single ladies and have her ass out, I feel like, damn, this is my chick. That's embarrassing, bro.
A little insecure.
And
that could be. How's that insecure? It's embarrassing, bro.
It depends on the guy. Like I have guys that are like, yeah, put that on. Like it depends. If you
put that on when I'm with you.
Yeah, I get that. Like, yeah, I'm about to say that. Like,
I get what Ollie's talking about though. It is taken away. Like when it comes to intimacy, I'm very big on that. So when you spread an intimacy to a dude you don't even know at all about whatsoever,
that's too much.
That's too much.
I'll let her finish. Finish her point. Go ahead. Finish her point.
I'm about to say, I feel like the biggest thing is because, like you said, he wasn't with her. But I'm pretty sure if he was with her, he probably would not be tripping about the outfit. Because the outfit, honestly, I seen women in pasties, like lips about to come pop out.
Yeah, it could have been worse. Yeah, it could have been worse.
That outfit is like really.
But it is a whole different dynamic when your man is with you and he like, put that on. And then if I'm there, I hope you wouldn't be dancing on Usher.
Not in my face.
I mean, don't do it in my face.
And then I want
to, the spotlight on you. So
I wanted to point out too how other girls acted when Usher came, like Winnie Harlow, Saweetie.
Oh yeah.
And I even saw a video of this guy. She was with her dude, and the dude sat down.
Yeah.
Usher went to grab her hand to pull her, and the girl stayed right there.
It was a basketball player, bro.
And then just like this, I don't know who it was.
Yeah, she said smack on his lap. See,
but that was Winnie Harlow. I'm talking about another chick. It was a regular, like some regular.
Oh,
people,
okay,
right?
regular.
And the girl just sat there next to her dude and danced, and Usher tried to pull her, and she wouldn't go. So I mean, it's. It's not like every woman is acting like that when Usher come up to him.
Yeah, you got a woman like that, you got to hold on to him. You got to hold on to him for that.
I look, you feel
especially
like
Usher.
Keke Palmer is a performer, and what she did was go up there and perform. Now I can see how her baby father would be like, a little salty because it's Keke Palmer is who she is. She's a celebrity. Everybody saw that, so of course he would have been viewed as like a bitch if he ain't say nothing. They'd be like, you letting her do X, Y, and Z.
He ain't gonna say he gonna look like a bitch.
I think he made it worse.
He made it worse. Yeah, that's who made it worse.
But at the same time, public humiliation. She publicly humiliated him. He publicly humiliated her. Well, he tried to. He did. He publicly humiliated himself.
Nah, if I'm his man, I'm like, bro, just.
That's what he was trying to do, bro. That's what he was trying. That's why I said just leave, bro.
Yeah. But the post when everybody was like, how Keke Palmer is. I agree. Like, I mean, okay.
I do agree with that part.
I still think it should be respectful boundaries, though.
I agree. I don't
that y'all talk about
the boundaries.
Up there like Usher is Usher.
Oh.
Bro. I don't know if I would be up on him like she.
Yeah,
was
that's
on
what I'm
him.
saying.
This why she ain't go. This why you ain't going to work. This why I want her to quit her remote job.
Am I gonna wear what I want?
Wow.
Am I gonna wear what I want? I'm always gonna wear what I want. I'm always gonna wear what I want. I'm always gonna look how I want. I'm always gonna show as much skin.
Yes,
I'm
queen.
gonna point blank clear, but that's because whoever I deal with is gonna respect.
They gonna be secure, right?
She look good. She gonna wear what she want. It is what it is. My man knows that I'm for him, and I'm only for him. He's gonna know that when I do get that man. That's the bond we're gonna have, hopefully in the future. But yeah, I wouldn't be on Usher like she was on Usher. But again, I do feel like Keke Palmer is a performer. I feel like Usher is a performer also, and I feel like they gave a show.
What were they?
It wasn't her show. It was his show to give.
Keke Palmer was on the flyer.
Who was there? I'm about to say
she was on the flyer.
It wasn't her
It
show
said
to
Usher
give.
featuring Keke Palmer tonight at 8.
Who is Keke
That's
Palmer
what it
going
said.
home with? Who
That's
is
what it
Keke Palmer
said.
going home to at the end of the night?
That's
He was
Possibly Usher.
He wasn't even.
Possibly Usher.
He wasn't even in the state. It probably was Usher.
Not Usher.
Alright,
Like,
y'all.
come on, he got her. He
Hold
got her
on.
on lock.
This
Like,
is-
If you're gonna do that in the light, you're gonna do some shit behind closed doors. I don't give a fuck. If you're gonna do that in front of everybody, you definitely fucking a nigga out behind closed doors.
Sassy backstage and shit. I done seen the shit firsthand. I'm like, damn.
So I'm about to go ahead and take this shit, man, because you gotta understand something. And I like what you said too, Allison. I don't like talking about celebrities and shit like that, but this is what gets the clicks. We don't know the full story. We don't know what the fuck happened behind the scenes, what happened at night when they were about to do this shit. We don't know. We don't know how the relationship was, the parameters of nothing. Okay, we just see. We can only judge of what we see. Okay,
And this is why I can't. It's hard for me to go with that, bro. Because if roles were reversed, let's say she was dating Usher, she wouldn't have even been at another man's fucking concert.
but hold on. My point is, bro, like I'm just saying this. I'm not saying it because I agree with. I'm just saying we just don't fucking know. It could be open relationship. We don't fucking know. We don't know what's going on.
Bro, if your girl, I'm just saying. I know you're playing devil's advocate, but come on, bro. Me and you, we have locker room talk, bro, and we see another man, and we see, like, let's say one of our friends' mans, and we see that she's all up on another dude, bro. What would me and you say? We'd be like, bro, you need to drop that joint. Like, he tripping.
I agree. I'm just saying, bro.
Even if we didn't know, though, but I'm saying, even if we didn't know the story, you know, we would say
agree.
that.
And again, I listen. I don't agree with this shit. I'm just saying we don't know what the fuck they talk about behind the scenes. That's all I'm saying. I don't fucking know. But my point is just saying that. Okay, look, you gotta understand. Usher has a history of doing shit like this.
Yeah.
Y'all remember that Boondocks episode? Y'all seen that shit a long time
Yeah,
ago?
that was crazy. Yeah.
That shit is based off of real life, and people have came out publicly and said Usher literally gets a kick out of doing stuff like this, right? So we gotta make sure.
I would too.
because I mean, bro, it's
Because
Usher.
they ain't loyal.
He having fun.
I'm like, brother, I'm helping you out. She coming home with me.
I ain't mad at him. He having fun.
So
Coming home.
So look,
At the end of the day, celebrities are
all I
way different. They be wilding. Celebrities
yeah,
be wilding. They different.
I mean, fair enough. And sometimes,
He having fun.
and honestly,
He got these women
sometimes
by strings.
I mean, he gave her the loyalty test. She ain't loyal, bro. Go get another one.
men,
I'm helping you out.
certain men of certain
Don't marry
caliber, they get off on just the power dynamic of like basically sending another man. So that might be something with us. Who fucking knows? But that's not my point. So when something goes on with a girl, I always will blame the man. Women are a reflection of the guys they're fucking.
100%.
If you act like a pussy, you're gonna get fucked. Okay, that's how women will treat you. So
That's
this is
right.
Darius' fault for even wife and Keke Palmer in the first place. Keke Palmer has gone on record. I listened to a couple of her podcasts. She's gotten more and more promiscuous over the past couple of years. Her public persona, I don't know her personally. I'm just saying what I've seen. Okay,
Yeah, I agree
we
with that.
already know for a fact that if you wife a woman that would do something like that, talk that way, she'll do a lot worse to you behind closed
I
doors.
just said
100%.
that.
You see what I'm
And
saying?
that's why I did agree with you. I did agree with you because
Woman allow what you allow.
yeah, because if you knew she was like that and you wifed her like that, my brother, you got to deal
You
with
know,
that.
you know what you signed up
That's
for,
your
my boy.
responsibility.
You know what you
You signed up to take care of her. That's your
So,
chick.
I'm going to blame Darius for that one, and then two, going to social media. Here's what real men do.
crazy.
You got to understand.
Leave.
Weak men weaponize their words. Strong men weaponize their silence. You see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So he shouldn't have said anything. If he stayed with her, whatever the case is, you pack your shit and you leave. That will say a whole lot more to her than going on right like a bitch on social media. Okay.
And
it's-
it's
So
And
Oh, not well. He a
it's
sucker.
not like people going to be like have his back.
Oh no,
Nah, they not.
Nobody's gonna have it.
Nobody
nobody
gives
gives a fuck.
right now.
Nobody gives
cares.
a fuck. You made a bitch move, and,
Yeah, this status
and the
is
women
worse.
definitely not gonna fuck with you
At
You
all.
know what I'm
So,
saying? They
yeah.
definitely not gonna agree with you.
Bro, she could have sucked Usher dick on stage, had it recorded and everything. And girls would be like, "Oh, your man is just insecure, girl. Don't worry about it." Yes,
Hold
there
on,
was.
hold on.
Have you not seen the Adam 22 incident?
Hold on,
Yes,
y'all.
yes.
Hold on,
They're-
hold on.
Exactly.
They're porn
So, but-
stars.
They're
Hold
not
on, y'all.
porn
Let
stars,
me
not
finish.
at all.
Oh, yes, he is.
The OnlyFans and porn stars are not
No,
the same.
Adam 20, he's a porn
He's
star.
a porn star,
bro.
bro.
Listen, but his girl's not.
No, his girl's a porn star,
They're-
bro.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Fuck it, man. Fuck it, man. Just I don't give a fuck.
So,
man.
so look,
I'm out of this.
So let me finish, man. So look, you understand. Women only want men that are better than them. Now we think a lot of the time that sometimes better doesn't necessarily mean money. You can be better in terms of attitude, leadership skills, emotional control, whatever the case that woman finds is better. Where Keke Palmer fucked up at is knowing that this man has no kind of. He's not better. Let's keep it a buck. I didn't even know. I didn't know the dude's name before.
And how true, but she can upgrade anytime she wants to.
Hold up. That's what I'm saying. And I didn't even know his name before this whole thing happened.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? Keke Palmer
I
should
didn't
be
know
with
his name
somebody
when it
like a
happened.
Usher
Or
or
he's
somebody
from
like a
Philly.
Trace on somebody that's on her level.
And that's
or
why he
above.
should stay in his lane. Like
Trace
that's
Songz.
why he should have been on this
Hold
stepping
on.
shit.
That's her mistake for
Trace
trying
Songz.
to basically bring a dude up. I say this all the time. You gotta understand. It's the king and the queen system. If I'm the king of the town and I marry a peasant, what does she become by marrying me? She's the queen, right?
Yeah.
If you're the queen or whatever the case is, you marry a peasant, what does he become?
Say again, one more time.
If you're a queen, you marry somebody that's nobody, what does he become by marrying you? If you're a queen,
Does he not become a king?
no, he's not.
He's
No,
not.
You
because he
realize
can't-
He's the head chef.
you got to understand the
A
queen.
queen can't make a-
Yeah.
Joker.
Hold on.
Okay.
The queen can't make a king. You know, the queen of England was married for a very long time. He wasn't the king. He was like the king consort or something like that. My point is that as a man, I can make you a queen, but you can't make me a king because what happens, I have to go above you. The king is better than the queen. You can't make a king. You see what I'm saying? That was Keke Palmer's mistake. Trying to basically wife a man or whatever the case. I'm gonna say wife because he's acting like a bitch right now. Wife a man that's not on her
Washing them
level.
dishes.
But see, this is the
If she had a certain amount of respect, that wouldn't happen in the first place. And like C. Marty said, women know who they can try. They know who they can try.
Mhm.
They wouldn't try that shit with no Future, some hood nigga, because they already know that if my man saw this shit, he gonna go ballistic.
they wouldn't try that shit with no nigga at this
They
table.
know it. They know it.
Like what the fuck? Like that shit is crazy.
So again, I think that both parties have fault. Keke Palmer shouldn't have wore that shit. And definitely she fucked herself over just trying to be in a relationship with a guy that's below her. No, absolutely not. Because again, if I'm your
She's empowering herself.
Now
I want
listen.
y'all ass out so bad.
Time out. Take this separately because too.
Validation and attention.
Crazy.
Personally, I
do it
don't.
for
I
How
don't
much
care.
attention do you need? Like, goddamn.
Personally,
You Keke Palmer. You Keke
hold
Palmer.
up, yo.
Then wear your ass out in the house.
Like you like the
No
modern
remote
day.
job.
You like the modern day Oprah. Everyone loves you. Why you gotta have your ass?
But
You know what I'm saying?
But see, listen, hold up.
Keep your ass out in the house.
Personally, I don't really care. As long as
For
you're
me.
with me, I don't really care. But you understand, most men take that as a sign of disrespect because you got to understand, you can't do the same things you do when you're in a relationship as when you're single.
He posted
It would
her
be-
in her panties already.
I did see that.
Yeah, I did see that.
But-
When she
but
was
see,
twerking, I did
here's
see
the
No,
thing.
no, he put
about
it's
that?
another video. He posted her in her panties when she was pregnant.
Hold on, did the video get?
Ew.
What?
What the fuck?
Okay.
Yeah, I'm
Everybody
not
has to say
saying.
about
Okay,
that.
I remember. Nah,
It's
hold on.
not what she was
Ew.
wearing.
Say
Thought
the
she
video
pregnant.
get- the video get-
Ew.
Listen, hold up.
It's not about what she was wearing
First of all,
because
it's not
Listen, hold
ill.
up.
She was fat and pregnant though.
Y'all, hold on. Y'all
Oh
gotta.
my God.
Don't-
Listen, everybody, be quiet.
Damn.
Y'all gotta
Ew.
stop because I be on the road. Y'all be
Pregnancy.
interrupting my thought pattern, man. Y'all gotta stop doing that shit.
Don't say that about pregnant women unless you want to be with a.
Nah,
you
I'm
know.
just saying, why you gonna post a bikini while she pregnant though? Like, when you wear like trying to flex, like
there's beauty in pregnancy.
That's more of
Yeah,
a
it's better.
documentation.
women
kinda
can't do
thing.
anything wrong. It's beauty in every fucking thing. It's beauty
That's
in
more of a
something.
You're
documentation.
trading
Very
life for
true,
9
you're right.
months,
If I go out and
difference.
fuck a bitch, oh nah, you a dog.
Exactly.
and you could possibly lose your life.
Yo,
so
yo,
yeah, I'm
yo.
Lose your life.
Yo,
Yeah, you
please,
can in
please.
pregnancy.
These
Yeah.
ho- these
Please.
Everybody's trying
Please.
to talk at the
Shut-
same
These
time.
hoes love me.
Let them cook. Let them
One
cook.
mic
Let
at
them
a
cook.
time.
Shut the fuck up.
Go ahead.
Please.
Whoop, whoop.
So
You a
my
little
point
bitch.
is, I'll see you right about that. Is yes, he did post that, but I would argue that's more for a documentation purpose. It wasn't like she had her ass out twerking for the camera. It's like, you know what? Hey, my wife's pregnant, whatever the case is. I want to document this journey.
Might
That's
as well.
difference between somebody Posting that and then posting you grind on another man.
Yeah.
Two different things. You see what I'm saying?
I understand that.
Now, personally, I don't care what my woman wears as long as she's with me.
Mm-hmm.
But most guys, you gotta understand when you are basically out here wearing stuff like that, you're basically saying, hey, I have a for sale sign out. Because what do women want? Women want attention from men. And you already know that. You read psychology, right? Evolutionary biology. You realize when a woman's ovulating, she does certain cues to basically signal that she's ready to mate. She'll wear red lipstick, more revealing clothing. That's an ovulation kind of thing. And when you're signaling attention for other men, that means you want other men to come around. So if you're my girl, why are you trying to get attention from other men? That's how most men think. I don't think that way, me personally, but most men don't like that.
Mm-hmm. I think for me, like, cause I look at celebrities, it's just like, okay, I don't really look at them as a normal person, if that makes sense. So like for her, it was like, okay, she looked good, pregnancy body. So for me as a celebrity, I already expect them to show off automatically. Like everybody wearing their chains, everybody got their best outfit, everybody got designer. And that's just how I look at it as a non-celebrity. So
let me ask you a question. So see Marty, he goes up to A-list, man. He already like a good DC list celebrity already. But let's say he go up to A-list now. He go up to A-list, top of the chain up there with the dregs, everybody. You dating him. Everything cool, right? He go up there, and then like he said, Megan Thee Stallion, he got his shirt off. You see my man Bub got the packs, everything. So he takes his shirt off and all that. And Megan Thee Stallion like putting grease on him and all this other shit, twerking on him. You be cool with that if that was your man? I'm just asking.
I literally said in the beginning, like what she did, I don't approve of that.
All I said was yes or no.
Megan Thee Stallion
if I said I didn't approve of that, that means obviously no.
Okay.
Oh, what were you saying?
Megan Thee Stallion looks good. Is she fucking him? No, I hope not. If not,
so you would be
cool. Would you break up with him? Would you break up with him? No, come on now. It's beauty in the fucking Megan Thee Stallion.
You would be cool with Megan throwing that thing back on your man.
You know that
in front of the whole world.
There's beauty in it. You gotta find the beauty in it.
And they go on Twitter.
It's art. It's art.
Hold on. We didn't mention this shit either.
okay, probably not. But come on, do he have a chance with Megan Thee Stallion? No.
We didn't mention this
You'd
shit.
be fucking surprised.
We didn't mention
very
that shit
surprised.
either. Y'all remember that JT and who was that? JT and who else?
Lil
Uzi.
Oh yeah,
When
that's
they got
right.
that going at the
Y'all was singing a different tune when that happened. Y'all remember that?
Well, no, I don't agree with that. That's ghetto.
She threw a cell phone at that nigga.
We don't even know what really happened. First,
Here we go.
But the behavior is still not
Ghetto.
acceptable.
It's beauty, bro.
The behavior is not
All we
acceptable.
saw
When your girl
was
throws a cell phone at you, it's beauty.
all we saw was the selfie with him and Ice Spice, and then we seen the altercation.
We don't know any of this shit. We're just trying to speculate right now. We don't know any of this shit. My point.
So hold on, Deshae. So because of her status, that makes it okay?
No,
Because that's what you saying, basically. The fact that it's Keke, she's allowed to do that and all that. She's allowed to.
But he can't fuck Meg Thee Stallion if that's your man.
Exactly.
Of course you can't fuck another woman if we're together. Like what? But no, what you are something else. You are something.
Why do I keep saying that every show, dog?
I'm to the next
I'm
level.
done, man. I'm done.
Like
radiating
The
all
light that
time.
went out and shit. It's bad luck and shit.
Like this be you.
It's bad luck and
But
shit.
no, I genuinely want to hear what Alex has to say because she is actively in a relationship right now about Meg's twerking.
Oh yes.
Oh,
I was
I
just
no relate.
Oh,
Beauty in
I
it.
don't
no,
know.
you're not. Okay.
Wow.
I don't know what happened. I'm so
Right.
sorry. Go back home.
And on Channel 9,
But
scheduled
nah,
programming. It's going to be sunny outside and 64 degrees.
But
Make sure you
nah,
wear your jackets.
damn.
Thank you.
I was just
We're
going to
having
say,
some technical difficulties
tonight.
tonight. We need that screen. We'll be back.
It got a little hot. Can I have a
We need
fan?
that.
I'm sweating a little bit.
But no.
The cap.
I was going to say, I'm not going to act like I would be okay with that because I wouldn't. Like I feel like that's genuinely going to make you feel some type of way, regardless of how big or small. I wouldn't be okay with it. That's just me though.
Fair enough.
I
Yeah.
agree. Initially, I'd probably be like, damn, Megan is twerking down on my man.
And then it's like, all right, baby, she doing a little bit too much. Give him back.
And y'all gonna
Nah.
bring that shit up 4 months later too.
Yeah, you gonna be like, you remember when Meg was all up on your ass? I'd be like,
So when Megan was shaking her ass on you, but you got aroused by that. But when I do it, it's a
I'd be like, come on. I mean, Meg, you know.
Stop it.
You
I
like
mean,
that?
she
You like that type
know.
of stuff. Oh my god.
You gonna throw that shit.
Well,
on
when
the
she do it, I like it. When you do it, it's sorry.
Let's
I
keep
gotta
it
do
a
it like
buck
Meg.
too, guys.
I gotta do it like
I
Meg
want
now.
to say this too. women find you attractive when other women want you. Let's keep that
Very
about
true.
too.
100%.
I thought she was about to cap. I was about to say.
Very true.
You said no?
Ignorance is bliss.
I was
I
about
don't
to
want
say
to
Cap
know.
City.
I don't want to look at your phone. I'm gonna look at your likes. I want to be
No,
ignorant.
we ain't talking about that, but I'm saying if no woman was looking at your mind, like you wouldn't look at it like
He's a dork.
I have tunnel
you be
vision.
like-
I don't want to be insecure. I'm so serious. Ignorance is bliss
But
to me.
shout out to
Damn.
Patrice
Leave me to
O'Neal.
the
You wouldn't rather know the
Yeah.
truth though? Like if something was happening, you wouldn't rather know the truth?
So she
I mean,
can
if
stop
I'm
eating
with
food.
no, I'm saying like awesome. I don't want to know anything to make me insecure. Like if it's irrelevant, then I don't need it.
But if something was occurring, you would want to know.
of course, like
Okay. Now
we can
I
move
was
forward.
just saying because when people say certain statements like you're doing a good job articulating yourself, but when some people say ignorance is bliss, some are just like, hey, I just don't want to know about it. That's what they mean
No,
by
you
it.
don't, if you cheat on me, we're over. For sure.
Okay, fair enough. Fair
If
enough.
I'm with my
I-
man, of course he look good. Like
I'll just say this, and shout out to Patrice
Well, when
O'Neal.
Megan Thee
I
Stallion
respect
twerks
you.
on,
Hold up,
hold up.
Supposed to be attractive.
I'll just say this.
It's magic.
Shout out to Patrice O'Neal. How can I be sexy to you if no other women find me sexy?
Okay.
That's what I know.
You said what now?
How can I be sexy to you if no other women find me sexy?
Quiet again.
I'm sexy.
I mean, but that's what I just said.
So wait, so you're cool with you okay?
She cool with her man getting like dripped up and shit by Megan Thee Stallion.
And shout out to Rolo
It gotta be
Tomasi.
Meg, though.
Shout out to Rolo Tomasi.
No Beyonce.
Rolo Tomasi
Can't-
said
It better be. You
cannot
better go
be-
up. Hey,
Can't be
Ollie, you
Beyonce.
better go up.
She might break a
Tomasi
kneecap.
said-
Or some
You better
shit.
go up. It better not be no sloppy jump.
Yeah.
women don't want a man to cheat. They love a man that can cheat though. And I'm not saying you want a man to cheat on you, but like a man that has the ability to do those things if he wants to.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna hold you, bro. This one chick was wilding, bro. Like wild, disrespecting me and shit. And I was like, "Do you think I don't get bitches or something?" Like,
Let their ass know, nigga.
Sometimes you gotta pull
I was
that
like,
card, bro.
I was like, "Do you think I can't walk out of here?" And she was like, "I don't think you get bitches."
Oh,
I said, I said, all right. So yeah, I showed her I get
Nah,
bitches.
she-
The whole dynamic changed
So
after
how
that.
did that
I
end?
said,
I'm
why the
telling
fuck
you.
does that have to? Why does it have to
You
be
gotta
that?
pull
Though?
it.
even that response,
You know what I'm
man.
saying?
I'd be like, I don't get bitches.
Okay.
And hold
Just
up.
walk. Like,
And
Oh,
fellas,
you crazy?
Oh,
keep that shit a buck.
I'm
Your
sexy.
girl probably has fucked you harder when she saw another girl eyeing you.
Absolutely.
Don't lie.
Absolutely.
You already know.
Oh, man, they fuck you like it ain't nothing. But see, they got that. But you know, like I said, Keke Palmer, pretty sure she ain't dancing like that for her man. But if her man did something, I guarantee you she would fuck him like nobody's business.
Maybe my confidence too high. I don't be paying attention to other hoes.
You tell him, man.
I don't like it's
Get him,
not
queen.
well.
You said you just don't. Okay.
I don't. It's tunnel vision. I'm not an insecure Joan. Like I don't.
You're not a joint. You're a
I'm gonna
female.
say yeah. No, I'm not. I'm a woman, grown woman. But
I tried to help her out. Fine, go back to joint. Fuck it. I tried to help her out.
when I use Joan, I say in a low term that I'm not. That's what I'm saying.
I'm joking, man. I'm joking. I see. I probably. I'm sorry.
But I know
I'm
I do get
joking.
where you're coming
Yeah,
from.
I'm not insecure. Like it been men that try to test me, like, oh yeah, this girl. I'm like, okay, well, don't make it seem like I don't get niggas. You know I get niggas. Like, please don't do
But
that.
I don't get why niggas do that
But-
shit.
Yeah,
Like,
because they're insecure.
why are you flexing it like you got bitches? I don't want her to know about my bitches because then I get headaches. Shut up.
Let's unpack that.
Do I love her? Yeah, no, bitch.
A woman getting niggas is like a nigga saying the sky's blue. Every girl gets niggas. That ain't nothing new. But it's a rare man that actually gets women though.
No, I'm saying when insecure guys want to just throw that in my face, it's like, okay, what am I supposed to do with this information?
Right, okay,
And out
fair
the cut, it's like it makes no sense. Like we talking about how our day going. I get bitches. I'm like,
Okay,
Now,
that's a little try hard.
That's not what happened.
I will say this. Now, it have been conversations, things like that. Now, were you guys arguing maybe? And then he was just like, oh, like pretty much his situation. Like, you think I can't get nobody else? Because sometimes that shit happens too. Person feels taken for granted, whatever. And then, hey, might have been your situation, might not. And then they just be like, do you know why the fuck I'm here? Like, I could be with anybody else. And some girls will take that and be like, oh, well, you use that to say you get bitches. And it's like, nah, he's just saying that he wants to be with you. He chooses you. But some girls will take that as, nah, you just trying to throw it in my face you get bitches. It's like, not necessarily.
exactly. Yeah, I'm not talking about that. Like men be trying to test me. Like I be getting all these tests out of nowhere, and it be so weird, very weird.
So what the fuck is that noise? Who's tapping? Who's tapping
The
something?
table
Oh,
is
no,
shaking.
man.
That's why.
Shaking the
You
table.
could check your glasses or the
Oh, yeah, man. My bad, man.
or the
right, go ahead,
water.
Yeah, they be trying to test what like I guess what I would put up with, little things. Like I know one time we were walking, he was like, yeah, that Joe her ass fat. I'm like, yeah, it is, but I'm not one of those women, so you need to chill out. Like, Like, I don't know what you want me to do.
What is one of those women? What does that mean?
Basically, like, be like, yeah, bro, her ass is fat. I'm like,
Ew.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? One of those women that be hyping up, like, okay, I know when a girl's ass fat, mine's fat too. So why are you telling me this information? What am I going to do with this information?
Well,
like,
if you want a little,
some people bond with.
but the
some
thing
people
is,
bond like that.
like, what is the point? It's just like, yo, your woman coming, like, isn't that guy fine? It's like, what am I gonna do with this?
So,
what is the point?
Fuck is that?
I'll be like, he ain't finding to me.
You know what I'm saying? Like, are you trying to make me mad? You trying to test me? Like, I hate when people do stuff like that because it's like, but why?
You feel like they trying to like make you jealous or something like that. Like they trying to like see like
they
can make you react.
What if you want a threesome or some shit?
I don't.
Well, he need to say that.
Hey, and I can speak on that. I can speak on that.
I don't like women. So
women should always pursue the threesome first. Women should always initiate it first, not the man. It always works.
I don't know if I agree with that.
I mean, I don't know how it's going to happen. Majority of the time, the woman, unless she like wants some excitement, she's really not going to do that. If she loves, admires, and respects, she kind of only wants to have really sex with you. It would have to be the guy, I would think.
But let's cut the bullshit too, because you got to understand, women don't know what it takes to be attractive to the opposite sex. Because you got to understand this. Like, women are used to dealing with women, not women as men or pursuing sex. Y'all deal with each other very differently. Like, for example, most women get frustrated because you might have a couple, right? And she's like, come on, girl, let's just fuck my man. Just fuck my man. Let's do it. But what they don't understand is that normally when you're trying to seduce a woman, it's an opposite.
It was the move back.
What? Anyway, there's an
It was the crunch lips for me.
The seduction process is never just straightforward as women try to make it out to be. You got to make sure the woman doesn't feel like a slut. You know how to talk to her, that she's available, logistics. And women don't know how to seduce men, period, or women. Y'all don't know how to get dudes whatsoever.
What do you mean by that?
Threesomes are overrated.
Okay, here we go. We about to go into this
because
shit.
Are you saying that it's like you said before?
Women don't have skills to seduce men or women.
But can you go in depth? Because I'm genuinely confused.
Okay, so listen. You said what? You said what, K-Dot?
I disagree with that.
I'm like, what do you mean?
Why?
They already know. They already know.
On the woman part or the man part?
Okay,
the woman part. The woman part.
So you're saying women can seduce other women?
Yeah,
that's 100% cap. Okay, let me ask you this: Why do you think? Why do you think that most women who try to date women come back to men? What do they always say? Oh, that's too emotional for me. I couldn't deal with that shit. Every girl always says that shit.
I'm talking about for fun. I'm talking about
if it's in terms of,
I'm not talking about relationship. I'm talking about like fun.
In terms of a threesome, yeah, maybe if the girl goes and talks to the girl, the
threesome is not supposed to be serious. I'm talking about just fun.
But I'm talking about seducing. Period. Women do not know how to seduce men.
I'm not saying pursuing a woman to pursue.
Example, please.
Okay, I'll give you
the sex. I mean, for me, sex is.
If you wanted to take you off the snow cones and quit your whole job,
I'll give you an example.
It would be on Tuesday.
I'll give you an example of this, right? You understand, as a man, when I come up to you, I have to do several things. I have to, 1, not be creepy. 2, be confident. 3, say something interesting. 4, not fumble over my words. I have to do so many different things to seduce you properly, right? So you as a woman, you've never had to talk your way in to seduce a man that didn't always want to fuck you initially. And if you did, tell me how you were charming. You never had to talk your way into nothing. You never had to be charming. You just had to exist and look cute, and a guy's gonna come up to you.
I gotta say, I know one. I know women can go.
Hold on, bro.
Go ahead.
So you're talking about like basically a woman just going
seducing again. I want to know, ladies, answer this question for me. How have you taught a guy that didn't already want to fuck you into wanting to fuck you? I'm talking about waiting the pussy all the time. It'll be a girl that doesn't want to fuck me, but I'll talk my way into it and I'll make her like me. Tell me how you make a dude like you besides the way you look.
Oh, so basically you're saying like women, we don't have to spit game to get a man. You just gotta show up.
It's just that's it.
All you gotta do is I thought you were talking about like just like randomly, like he just sitting there and I just seduce him. Like,
right. I'm telling you.
That's what I
got. No, but that's my point. You don't. You just have to show up and look cute.
She has to blink at him, bro.
If you got big titties and big ass, you already there.
But y'all don't understand how
you gotta walk up. You just gotta walk up to me and you got me.
Y'all don't understand how
the lash can be falling off.
You don't understand how nerve-wracking it is to actually go up and talk to a woman. Y'all would never understand that because women hate rejection 100 times more than men do. Y'all can't handle rejection. Hold up. Women can't handle rejection like men do whatsoever. And again, if I'm wrong, ladies, tell me how you seduce a man before they didn't want to fuck you.
I mean, I guess technically no, but I do feel like a lot. being like just sexy and keeping it up. Because some women, I'm pretty sure y'all were into awkward ass women before.
I think it's cute. I like that.
But if you can kind of keep it up, like damn, she got that feminine,
But see, that's not having a conversation. I'm talking about like, listen, there's a guy that's not on your radar whatsoever, right? He doesn't find you attractive or nothing. I'm talking about you going up to this person saying, "Hey, my name is Allison. I'd like to take you out."
You gotta have that Riz. Is that what the kids call it?
She said, "Yeah, the Riz. I learned that shit like 2 months ago." I said, "How you say that?" They said Riz.
But that's my point. Women have no say.
I'm Riz.
Your razzle dazzle, is that what that is?
No,
you're using it wrong. That's not the cool. Apparently, it's something you have when you have
Even if I find a man
Riz.
attractive, I'll
You
just
gotta have
hire
that
him
chemistry
for
with the
my
man
way.
you're talking to.
You're proving my point.
Yeah.
And also, Riz is short for charisma, by the way.
Because like for instance, like
I'm on Riz overload.
men are the hunters, so I'm not gonna go smack at a guy because sometimes I'm like, oh wait, if he looks fine, I'm like, okay, he may have a
But you
girlfriend.
I will.
What girls do when they find a nigga's fine? What they do? They speak to the girl. They be like,
They
"Yeah,
Riz it
that
up.
nigga
will.
fine as shit," and keep it moving. Y'all ain't gonna go talk to the nigga. I'm
I
telling you.
will.
They
I
go
mean-
stand next to him sometimes.
I
They
have.
might
I
walk-
will.
They might walk past him, but that's about it.
They do
I
that
mean,
shit at the
how
gym.
am I supposed to have proof?
Where's the
Right.
proof you done that?
You gotta have Riz.
I've
just
gone
depend
up
on
to a person, a guy before.
And what'd you say?
That I want to get to know you. Can I have your number? I want to take you out. Well, I don't want to
Okay.
take you out,
me
but let's
out.
go out.
But you gotta
Like,
understand. My point is
Damn.
though, Alex. I
that
promise
might
you.
be too
It's
much.
nothing wrong with that.
But listen, I promise you.
Yeah, I
That
know,
99% of dudes you
Nah,
say
that's
that to,
kinda-
they already want to fuck you. So it's no skill in
Get
that.
down
You
on
know what
one
I'm
knee.
saying?
Yeah, I'm
Our,
like, whoa.
our
Kinda-
skill as a man,
Oh,
as
no.
a
Nothing wrong with
seductive
approaching
man.
men.
Yo, please shut the fuck up. It's too many side conversations. It's not that hard. Just one mic at a time. So
Right.
our thing as a man, we have to go up to you and make you want to have sex with us. I might not even be on your radar, but the way I talk to you, the way I seduce you, the date I plan, that shit will make you want to fuck me. It will turn a fucking. Women have 3 categories: yes, no, maybe. Men only have yes and no. Your maybe category is, you know what? I'll fuck this guy if he doesn't talk me out of it. If he doesn't say something stupid. Women are very different than men. And my point is, the guys you went up and talked to, they already wanted to fuck you. There's no skill in that.
So you're not just talking about approaching. You're just talking about approaching and okay.
Seducing.
Yeah, there you go.
Mm.
All right.
All right. Now y'all can talk.
He
Go
says
ahead.
one wrong line. He's downgraded to Uber Eats.
Oh yeah, I'm not seducing.
Uber Eats in your phone.
All
DoorDash.
you get is a look. It's like
You're proving my point. That's your
Yeah,
skill.
come
That's your skill
here.
of beauty. Exactly. But all right, anybody else? Have anything
What if
on
you
topic?
misread it? What if you was like trying to look at somebody past them and you're like, hold on, not you.
not you.
Not you.
Now, you ever had a joint give you the look, like you know she gave you that look, then you go holler at her and she not fucking with you?
Yeah,
at all?
she act like you ain't give me the look.
You looking at me like that?
I said, I came over here, miss, because you gave me the
Don't
look.
look at me like
I
that.
expect some look.
He felt that.
Like, why are you looking at me?
You wasting my fucking time.
Yeah,
Like,
stop
I'm
looking at
busy.
me. I know.
But you know what that is, though, bro. It's just she want a little bit of attention for the day. Maybe a nigga pissed her off. She want to make sure she's still fine. That's what it is.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe
Look
she
at
thought
somebody
she was
else.
attractive, and now she's like, oh yeah, I can't do it for real.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Maybe.
But that's y'all proving
Fuck
my
that.
point even farther, because the girl can even like you, want to fuck with you, but then she just go home not feeling it no more. Y'all don't understand how hard it is
Nah,
for men
that's
to get
facts,
women,
bro.
man.
Flaky.
They flaky as fuck. We want to do a show about that too. But okay, so I want to ask you guys this question: what's one thing that you wish guys knew about women? I'm sorry, there last time, so we gonna start here with the shit.
What's one thing? I don't even know.
Oh.
Like, if it was something that like gets on your nerves, like about guys, like why doesn't he get this? Like stuff like that. Like, what's maybe like one thing, like maybe from your past relationship, like
I don't know. I mean, the only thing
why don't you just get that you express how you feel or some shit, you know, stuff goes
I
with something.
would say maybe why don't men get that women need a lot of reassurance? Or I guess some women, I don't know. That's the
That's
first
a
thing
good
I can
one.
think of.
That's fair.
That's
That's
a good
fair.
one.
A lot of reassurance can solve a lot of problems. Something,
That's fair.
You know,
That's a
simple
good one.
as,
I love
know,
you, but I'm fuck Meg.
Oh,
You need to go on timeout. For real, you need to get popped.
Time out.
You
It's
need to get
reassurance.
popped.
Wait a minute.
He,
Not
he reassured you. He said he love you.
I know. I still love you.
that kind of reassurance.
I'm fuck that bitch.
But yeah, I think reassurance could solve a lot of issues. So maybe that ties into communication. I don't know, but yeah, that's all I can think of off the top of my head.
Actually, was a good one though.
Yeah, I was going to say reassurance.
No, you wasn't.
You said that. I feel like some men forget that we're a mirror of them, like we're a reflection
Facts.
of them. So like certain aspects or actions or conversations, like we're like that they forget. That makes sense.
Facts.
What you got,
Yeah.
Sabrina?
I would say like ego. Like put the ego down, please, just for a second, because boo, I love you.
I'm having nightmares, man.
Okay.
Flashbacks.
You're doing too
Flashbacks and
much.
shit.
You're doing too much.
A little bit.
You can always come home. Stop that shit. Cut it out. You know what I'm saying? It's not that deep.
What you got, Allison?
A little. I feel like it ties in with ego as well. Probably learn to comprehend, listen without using the ego, because sometimes I be feeling like a lot of times when people be so uptight to be right all the time without trying to like listen and just come, like, we're a partner at the end of the day. We're partners together. So we have to work this out together. Don't try to make it seem like I'm not against you. I'm not pointing fingers. I'm just pointing what I don't like in the relationship so we can be better. And even at times, like, if you don't like something about me, I'll work on that too. But let's not make this, like enemies. Let's just be partners in this. Just listen. Don't dismiss.
I feel that.
Damn.
You need to be friends.
Yo,
Be
Oliver,
friends,
you
man.
wild as hell.
What are you talking about, bro?
Just wild as hell.
Listen,
up there,
listen,
bro.
listen,
Told
man,
you he
listen.
get popped.
Listen,
Oh,
man,
wow.
Listen. She said I need to get popped.
She did.
Damn.
Where you from? Where you
Over
from?
That's what I'm
somebody's
saying.
ego.
Where you from? You from the south?
Jer-
So I need to get popped. What, pop rocks. I got ribs, girl.
Over someone's knee.
Yeah, we had paddle.
Not a
Oh,
paddle.
wow.
A switch.
Not a
She
paddle.
nasty. She
That's
nasty. She a freak on the low.
All right, y'all. We got one more video reaction. Can you do that? Make sure the volume's up. Not too loud. Go ahead.
The girls that are being 20 right now in absolute whores in the club, whatever not.
Hold up,
10
hold
years.
up. Can y'all hear that or not?
It was a little bit too nice.
I can.
Okay.
You got to probably read the caption.
Yes.
Okay, turn down a little bit. Yeah.
The girls that are being 20 right now in absolute whores in the club, whatever not. In 10 years, they're going to be 30, trying to settle down and realize that all the good guys are taken. They're going to complain that they were ran through their whole life, but while they were partying for the past 10 years, all the good girls got cuffed by the good guys. And so now when they look at all the men that are options, they're going to be competing with the now 20-year-old good girls and be stuck. Why? Because all the good guys are gone. You missed your chance being a fucking whore, bitch.
Sensational.
The girls that are being
Oh, that beat though.
All right, ladies, we need y'all video reaction.
I guess.
So can you like elaborate? It went a little bit too fast in the music, and then also because that word was stuck on luxury was right there. It was confusing me.
That beat was hot.
Yeah, so it's essentially what the girls are saying, that girls essentially smash these loser guys in their younger phases, then they get older and wonder where all the good men went. And she's basically saying that back in your 20s when you left them, and the good guys that you didn't want, they're now wifed up, they're now husband up and taken. Did y'all basically get the gist of that video? Did you pretty much understand it? What you think about it, Deshae?
Wake up.
I don't know. I mean, I guess I don't know. I mean, I will. I'm not gonna speak too much from my experience, but I do feel like someone that I was dating in my early college years who was more like the good guy. There were things that happened between us which were my fault. And I'm just like, why aren't you okay with me doing this? Why aren't you okay with me doing that? Like, going out doing X, Y, and Z. And it was a problem then, and he was a good guy. And I will say a lot of the men that I met after him weren't good men. And now he's with someone else. And I'm like, well, damn, because, who I was last with is not shit. But I mean, again, it's always case by case. So
You had that riz.
yeah.
So when you said he wouldn't, like, why aren't you okay? You're saying so you would do things and he just didn't care, or you saying you did things and he cared too much? Like,
I did things. So we were at two different separate colleges, right? We had two different colleges, and so
Okay.
I would be I think I lived in an athlete dorm, and he had a problem with that. But again, it was where I lived.
Mhm.
I would go out to parties, and he would have a problem with that. But
Oh,
I'm like,
okay.
I like to
I see
have
what
fun.
you're
I
saying.
like to go out. He would have issues like that. So yeah.
He
And
did.
at the time, I'm like, it's whatever. I'm trying to have fun. I'm young. I'm trying to do X, Y, and Z. But
You
look at-
insecure Small dick energy.
Basically, that's what I'm thinking of him. But looking back on it and looking
Sassy.
at him now,
Emotional.
he was the better man than the person who I most recently dealt with. So
I respect you. For
Yeah, I was about to say I respect you for admitting that.
Absolutely, yeah. So again, it's still
It's the
case by
accountability
case.
for me.
But that's my experience. I mean, again, have your fun. But again, that's my experience.
Shout out to
what you got, K-Dot? What you think
Rock
about
the
the
boat.
I don't have nothing to say too much about it.
What you got, C Marty?
She was speaking facts, man. I mean, obviously there's always exceptions to the rule, but man, she was speaking facts. A lot of times, I mean, like I said, it's case by case. But a lot of times when women are older, they can probably admit like there was a dude like she just did that they probably should have, took a little bit more serious. And yeah, bro, because the older you get, a lot of dudes don't be on shit, bro. Like I hate to shit on men like that, but a lot of dudes really don't be on shit. Like I feel bad for y'all. Like I'm a trainer, so I see people, I see their bad habits, I see their flaws, men and women. And a lot of dudes just, bro, like
we was talking about that shit earlier. Just talking about just like niggas' money habits and stuff. Like, bro, I feel sorry that y'all got that mindset.
Bro. That shit's sad.
It is sad.
Yeah, I do feel bad for y'all, but yeah, Shorty was speaking facts.
Hey, haves and have-nots.
What you got, Alex?
I ain't got too much to say. I've been there before. Somebody I should have took seriously. I ain't take seriously. You live and you learn. It is what it is.
Actually, have you learned your lesson?
I feel that.
Time will tell.
So I don't really know. I have a lot to say. Well, no, I don't. I kind of do, but I don't.
She don't know with this 50-50 shit, man.
I know. Just leave me alone.
51-49. Come on,
man. Speak your mind. Speak your mind.
It's coming. So I had a friend from way back in the day, somebody that I probably should have taken seriously. He is doing very well right now, and I'm so proud of him. But I was too naive. No, like
you stupid. You stupid. You stupid, yo. You stupid.
I was just really naive. Like, what am I supposed to do when I'm naive and I don't know what the hell life is like? I don't know. Life is life, and right now I'm young. I'm mentally not really able to process this realistic lifestyle that y'all trying to throw at me. I'm not ready to get married at this time. I'm like, 19, 21 at the time, whatever. I'm like, what? You wanna what? Boy, bad. Like you, but now I'm like, okay, cool.
You would have made him a sandwich.
I would have definitely. I made him a sandwich back then, and I was kind to him back then. I was always kind to him, but just like settling down wasn't necessarily something that I was ready to do at the time. Now more so, I had a lot of life to live. I'm happy. I'm cool. I'm like, all right. But back then, nah. And there's another guy that I probably should have taken seriously, but I wasn't feeling him. My mom was trying to stuff him down my throat. But for me, the only reason why I didn't take this person seriously is because I could already see things just going to be clashing. Like he was just a little bit too
toxic.
No, not toxic.
Controlling.
He was a little.
He was too nice.
What, man?
Too nice. He was too nice.
Yeah, like a little bit.
You could walk all over him.
And that's not.
Oh man,
okay.
I've seen it, man, bro. I've seen it too much, man.
You gotta be able to talk. You gotta be able to speak up for yourself. You gotta be able to say no. You gotta be able to say, "Hey, this is not okay."
Like that.
You know what I mean? No,
you gotta be like,
it's not that, but
it's just.
You gotta be like a little disagreeable for real.
Yeah, like there has to be some type of.
That's a sign of high testosterone. I mean,
that's okay.
Go lift some weights. Go to the fucking gym, man.
Exactly. Stop eating soy.
You done fucking lean protein.
I think I am. Oh yeah, and he's divorced now too. He got married. The second guy I was talking about, he ended up getting married, and now he's divorced.
So
you gotta,
I don't want him. I want the first one we talked about.
At least you know which one.
Where he at?
First love.
The first one, I think. I don't know what's going on with the first one. But
Send that hate big head text.
I don't know. I kind of
send the emoji.
Once a girl say that stuff about you, it's over, bro. It's a wrap.
What you mean?
Like, would you say a guy's too nice? It's over. It's a wrap.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it's over with.
It's hard, man.
What you got, Alice?
It's hard being trained toxic.
I don't have a guy that I should have taken seriously. I really don't. I feel like I said, I've been in a relationship for like 10 years. I feel like the relationships I was in, it was just like at that time period that at that age and that maturity level that kind of fit me. I don't really regret nothing at all.
The cap. It's like, no, I'm playing.
No. Quit. Come Come on, you know.
Hit that button,
TK.
man.
You know. TK, sorry, you know.
I do have a question because once going back to what you said about the naiveness and things like that, I'll give you guys my opinion on it in a second. But do you think that, not to say your parents, but do you think like possibly if your father figure's there, you think he should have a role in who you date and who you don't date?
Sometimes the daddies just don't really be knowing. Like they just be growing up in a world with no structure too. It depends.
Well, I'm saying, let's say you have a strong male figure.
Yeah.
Let's just say everything's stable, or let's just say even your mom, if you respect your mom's opinion. You know what I'm saying? Like, do you think your parents should be like in your mating process?
Listen, my parents for the longest time was trying to put me in an arranged marriage. They was like, you know, they would play about it, but they was so serious.
You're gonna influence her answer.
No,
I was curious about what she was saying.
I was telling you.
No, you can go after, not like that.
Okay, go ahead.
I can handle this response. I promise. I can give you my whole response
All
this
right,
time,
cool.
100%. No, my mom was trying to maintain and tell me who to talk to. The first guy, she was really pushing him. The second guy, she was also pushing him.
Do you think that was appropriate though?
I think it was fine, but at the time I couldn't receive her properly because my mental just was not there. So it wasn't like.
Do you think if you had to give advice to, like, let's say your younger self, would you say that, hey, probably like take into account maybe your mom's opinion or something like that? If it comes from a stable household, would you tell that to somebody younger? Possibly.
Yeah,
Okay,
for sure. If it's stable and the father's there and everything is like, you know, a well balanced environment, absolutely. For sure.
I feel like arranged marriages would cut out a lot of bullshit.
Hell yeah.
Well, they have the lowest divorce rates. That's just scientifically proven.
I mean, yeah, facts.
But I think it's because people accept the fact that, hey, from the age of 5, this is my husband, this is my wife. I got a duty to her. I got to provide. I got to learn how to work. I got to do this. And she's like, hey, this is my husband. No matter if he break his leg, act stupid, be a dork, I got to be with him. So it's like that commitment level is already kind of, and they plan that shit.
Pros and cons.
Come from good families. They arrange that shit.
We all
So
we like Jews.
I kind of want to say this too, ladies. Like, I think it's very important to what fucks a lot of women up, and I said it the whole podcast. They act on impulse. You guys understand that just because you like somebody at that moment in time or the sex good does not mean it's going to be a good long-term partner for you. And I think that if a lot of women would be more honest, they would say to younger women who are like 30 or 35 who've had multiple baby daddies, if they would say, you know what, hey, pick by his character, his integrity, the way he treats you, not by his dick. I think a lot more women would be not as fucked up as they are right now. That's all I'm going to say. And again, have your fun, please do, but don't get pregnant by that man. Don't have his kids. Don't try to marry him. Don't do none of that shit. Get in and get out.
Yeah,
literally.
Agreed.
No, I couldn't just have any baby daddy. Like, no offense to anybody, I don't know, but anybody's situation.
Well,
but I feel like having a child is something that's very big. It affects your body. You could die in childbirth, and I want somebody who respects me, cares for me, and that.
Actually a fact, Alex, because you gotta understand, most of y'all are fucking men don't even deserve you in the first place. And when I'm saying deserve, I'm not saying you're some kind of fucking queen or something like that, but really be honest. These toxic guys that are treating me kind of way, do they really deserve the highest honor bestowed upon them, which you giving them a child? Is that really what
they don't deserve your vagina?
Come on, man, seriously.
So let Oliver hit.
Hey, fellas. Hey, I'm about to say, bro, like a lot of the. This is gonna sound fucked up. A lot of the pussy I've gotten has been like off no effort, but the effort that I put in, like when I put in a lot of effort, I ain't get her. Does that make sense?
Nah, that's facts. That's facts.
That shit is crazy, right?
It's the more
you should see our receipt bills on bitches. If we can add that shit up, throw that shit in the pot.
Niggas, I done got finesse with the best though.
Nigga, we got down payment for a house. Not that we ain't sent that hard, but I mean we sent pretty hard, bro.
Nah, I sent pretty hard, bro. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah, I think he was the worst out of everybody.
You was the flowers on the first date, nigga.
Nigga, I did worse than that.
Shit.
What?
Damn.
Bro.
You was the level boy.
And Kiana knows, don't you, Kiana?
She pleads the fifth.
You said what?
You were a mess. You're still a mess now.
Oh,
in a different way though.
Ultra simp.
Damn.
Simp Q.
I did have a second part because
my fault. Go ahead.
I was saying the reason why we didn't work out was mostly because like communication and just like the ego and stuff like that.
Who you referring to?
Just majority of them. That's why we broke up, or why I decided I wanted to leave, because it's like it's one of those things like, you know, if you don't want to work on it, if you don't want to be, you know, participate in therapy, then it's like I don't want to deal with this long term, because like you're not trying to work on it, not trying to better yourself.
That therapy triggered me. I'm sorry.
No,
I was trying. He's like they're laughing.
I'm only trying therapy for only for one of my relationships, but still, like if you're too egotistic, if I'm literally saying elementary, I'm breaking it down elementary of like what I need. This hurt my feelings. Like, I just need you to understand and reassure me, and you still don't get it. You're so like, oh, I'm not apologizing, or I don't know why you're complaining. Can you talk about something else? I don't want to deal with that.
But
I don't want to marry you.
But see, here's the thing. You know, there's a saying that says, "Hurt people hurt people."
Yeah, for
So
sure.
when they don't have their own past traumas healed and shit like that, it's going to rub off on you. But here's my problem with women, though. You guys also will say that, you know, these toxic characteristics or these men doing these things come out of nowhere. And I always tell women it's very rarely out of nowhere. You ignore blatant red flags, hoping that it will get better. But we always say shit, whether it's not having sex, a guy being crazy, the sex being good, whatever the case is, shit gets worse over time, not better.
Yeah.
Very rarely. I'm not going to say all the time, but very rarely does it ever get better with time. It normally gets worse. So if you see a guy on the first date and you see he pulled to the side, kind of texting like this, or he got somebody blowing his phone up at a certain hour, or a nigga might be like something like, you know, he might be like selling some kind of drug. You might see a certain transaction going wrong, or somebody popping up at his house.
Don't be his ride or die.
You know something's
Just
amiss,
ride.
but you just choose to ignore those flags. I'm just saying, the first time something happens, I'm not saying don't have grace, but get the fuck out of there.
I mean, yeah, I agree. Like I said, my younger self, I stayed too long, but now my new self, I get out. But I would say, like, one thing, certain red flags you don't see until y'all have y'all first real argument for like, see how they handle confrontation for real.
And I think that you should see, Tyler Perry said that you should see somebody in all 4 seasons.
Yes.
So basically, you know, broke,
you got to start conflict
mad,
the first date,
whatever the case is. But at the same time, there's certain men that, like, for me, I will get out of character, but women I deal with know I would never put my hands on you. You know what I'm saying? And I always say you can be upset, but just how you upset manifests itself is very important.
Mm-hmm.
What does the Bible say? You can be angry, just don't sin in your anger.
Yes.
That's kind of how I operate.
Yes.
But you know for a fact that if a guy, the very first argument you get into, he yelling at you, getting up in your face, aggressive and shit like that, that's a sign to get the fuck out of here.
Mm-hmm.
But y'all choose to ignore that, not y'all, just women in general.
Masculine men are not the problem. The men of our past are not the problem. It's the desperate, over emotional soy boys that are the problem. The niggas that ain't getting sex, the niggas that can't deal with a bitch breaking up with them, the niggas that can't deal with no fucking trauma and they act like hoes. Those are the dangerous men. The one where we say, express yourself, young Johnny. No, Johnny don't need to express himself. He needs to learn to be fucking stoic, because those are the fucking dangerous men that end up being school shooters, the ones that end up beating bitches, all that shit.
And the R word.
So do not express yourself. Be stoic, young men.
We don't condone domestic violence on shit.
Get hoes. Riz.
All
Riz.
I was saying we don't condone domestic violence. That's all I was saying.
Allegedly.
All right, so man, let's go to our last segment of the show, our favorite segment, everybody. So, ladies, we need y'all honest. And remember, we don't get offended down here. Okay. Say what you got to say. We're going to do the same for y'all. We're going to talk about red flags, okay? Ladies, each guy in the room, tell one red flag about that person and what they could fix, and we're going to do the same thing for you guys.
What you mean, like y'all?
Like red flags for all y'all?
Yeah, all the men. So men do the women, women do the men.
But if I'm flawless, just say it.
Who wants to start?
I mean, how am I supposed to tell y'all?
Just off the short.
First start with the green flags. First say, Oliver, you have Riz. Then you can say whatever after.
Oliver think he knows everything, you know.
Okay.
TK, I think he probably thinks he knows everything, you know.
Got Riz.
Not getting that vibe from you guys.
Give him a red flag. You can't cop out. What do you just something in the short 2.5 hours we'll be down here? What you got?
I can't think. Someone else, and I think.
If it's all green flags, just say that.
Yeah.
Okay, so red flags.
Riz.
I seen red flags for y'all. Possibly, maybe good green flags for you guys. No red flags that I can think of. But let me still think.
You got the cap button?
Yeah, I got that.
I gotta think.
Stop the capping tongue.
All right. What you got, Alex? Red flags for guys in the room.
Don't judge me. That's disrespectful.
Be as honest as possible.
I don't want to be judged.
Okay. I don't know. You a little cocky.
I didn't want to be judged.
Sorry.
It's a blessing and a curse.
Just say.
I don't. I'm trying to think.
Where's my button there? I got a button for this. Hold up. I thought I had a button.
I mean, I got Snow It All too. I guess that's cool.
Nothing
First of all, now
Here we
if
go.
you would have hit it a little earlier.
Oh, fuck. All right, go ahead.
Attitude, maybe. Attitude,
Okay.
problem. Mm-hmm.
How you figure that out?
We got all night. Don't worry about it.
You don't want to take brunches? Not a fan of brunches.
Ladies, we're not gonna get offended. Just speak your mind. It's not that damn.
It's just that I'm just
Into the mic.
I'm just trying to think. I mean, if you want to come back to me on him, you can. But
Nah, finish up.
Okay. Can we throw out some red flags examples or something?
Right. This is difficult. I mean,
I know damn well this shit ain't difficult.
it's
Y'all being modest.
No, I'm not though.
It really is, because I mean, like
I'm
I was
eviscerate
paying
you.
attention, but y'all not really giving out a lot of red flags within these first 2 hours.
Oh, go ahead.
I take mine back for you.
What's my word?
The man thing. No, just off the
Toxic trait, bro.
off the conversation.
Psychopath, you.
What is a red flag for you? Come back to me.
She too mysterious, maybe?
It's 2 green flags.
Yeah.
So, oh my God.
Yeah,
So, bro, go
Nigga,
ahead.
whose side are you on, nigga?
She look like we was gonna be here all day.
Oh, to say,
I know we on time.
Go ahead. What you got?
Honestly, I think the red flags, some of the red flags that we talk about are like blessings and curses at the same time. So
Okay.
it's like,
Preach.
you have to be who you are. Whatever that is, that's how you get further in life or whatever. And some people are not going to flow with it. So I can't really say that these are red flags.
Okay.
Each person
Why women
here,
gotta preface it with everything? Just say it. Please just say it.
See?
What would be?
That's your motherfucker. That's your red
That's
flag.
y'all like. Y'all like that right there. Bring the energy. Y'all like that shit. Oh shit.
Damn, I was just about to get
Oh
shit.
shit.
Damn.
You do too much. But nah, like that would be your red flag because you can't let nobody talk. And yeah,
That's fine.
big head self. You have to have all the word and you have to have all the knowledge. You're Mr. Know It All, Mr. I know everything, and the percentages and the milestones.
Percentages,
1/3 of men. It's like,
Hey, see why we fuck you, nigga.
So there you go. I was trying to be nice. I was trying to be,
I like that shit. I like it like that. All right, go ahead.
It's better than talking to a bag of rocks. At least you can talk about stats all day.
I'm gonna save you for later. You. Now I don't know too much, and don't take it wrong, but you might be a little, you might be offended by certain stuff. Like people probably be pissing you off a little bit. Like you be getting probably like, bruh, you just threw me off or something. Probably be getting thrown off, but I don't know if that's a red flag. You know what I mean? Because I don't know you. You're very hard because I did not really communicate with you, so I don't know. Like I got to come back to you. You.
Oh, I mean, I just got zero tolerance.
Can you please give me the Riz part? Like nobody's giving me.
I got zero tolerance for disrespect.
It'll make me,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I don't condone that.
So you was right.
So,
but it's like like he. But some things not really. I don't. Never mind. We gonna go back to that. You
finish. You have a hard time finishing shit. Your life path of one.
Yeah, that's my toxic trait. I can't finish it. No. I get started, I be like, okay, whatever. But nah, with you, yeah, a little cocky, a little know-it-all too. But big mouth, won't shut the fuck up.
She giving you a list.
Yes. But I like it though, because that makes you who you are. Okay, so like, why not? You know what I mean?
What I'm saying?
But like, irritating as hell.
Say Riz. Say Riz.
Riz.
You got it. Hit the ding button, please.
Allison, what you got?
That's all I wanted. I'm good. I'm done for the night, yo.
It's not really something that I observe. So like mutual is I feel like sometimes the conversation was more projection more than logical because some of y'all say y'all women. And I know y'all say not just general. I'm like it's still not really general because I'm like
individual red flags.
Huh?
Individual.
This is what I picked up. I'll get there. Thank you. So yeah, that's the only thing I didn't like. Just the wording, y'all, because I be fair to y'all. I be like not all men, but I really didn't like individual. I really didn't pick up too much because you was quiet. But that's the only thing. Like I said, the projection. Same for you. Not too much. Yeah, just to know what all the percentages. I don't really be giving a fuck about all that.
Damn.
That's not my reality. So I'm like, yeah,
Damn.
you can scare somebody else, but you won't scare me. But
Damn.
and then you screamed at me. I didn't like that. No apology. So you one of them.
I heard your feelings.
They didn't hurt my feelings. Just out of respect. You know,
What's one of them?
people that don't have respect. Apologize.
Ooh, one
So-
of them.
Nigga see Mike right there instigating.
I'm gonna take that.
One
I'm gonna
of
take that.
them.
Damn.
Yeah, just over talking because sometimes I wasn't finished. Didn't like that.
You pissed her off.
It pissed me off. I'm very
man.
calm. If I was pissed off, I would be out of character. That was it.
Better be pissed off than pissed on.
What?
I don't know. Some people like getting pissed on. So
Do you?
no,
Golden
I don't.
showers?
I
We
do
We
not.
ain't running that episode back. We talked about that shit already.
Bruh, I was on that episode.
Oh yeah, you was there. Yeah, golden showers.
You know,
man.
if y'all notice,
It's on
we get the same kind of red flags from all the girls that come down. They say the same shit about C Mari, the same shit about me, same shit about.
That shit is wild.
Maybe you can work on it.
What do they say about you?
They always say like I'm hard to read.
They said
That's why.
Well,
Like in
damn.
mysterious.
Nah, last time they said they loved me. But that's
Really?
Wait,
That's
who
they
was
really
that said
did.
don't you remember what I don't want to say her name on this joint, but because they irritated me last time and I was like, nah, ladies, y'all all beautiful, fuck that shit. You know, da-da-da. And it was like, I like
Was
it.
that Danielle and Usher?
Nah. They hate me. Like they can't stand me. Nah,
Shout out
this
Danielle,
fucking
shout out
man.
Usher, man.
Yeah, shout out to the crew. Danielle need to come over and get this work so I can get on their nerves again.
All right, fellas, who want to go for the girls? Anybody want to go?
Yeah, I mean, I'll go.
Go.
Here you go.
Red flag, you seem like you be acting like you try to understand, but real time you be like, I'm gonna do whatever the fuck I want to do. You can say whatever your fucking stats. I'm gonna do what the fuck I need to do, and that's it. Accept this shit or bye, nigga.
Yes, very no brand for me.
Alex not gonna judge you. All right, here we go.
I should get a pass.
Cause respect,
No,
because I'm a respectful individual. But yeah, I'm gonna come back to you like you came back to me.
He a
And
sucker.
I'm gonna tell you what.
Uh-oh.
I actually bang with her, man. You know what I'm saying? Nah, because I do. I'm gonna be honest. I'm very intuitive. I do feel like she's very understanding. You know what I'm saying? I do feel like she has the highest level. I think of like possibly, well, probably besides Alex, but like the highest level of like communication out of the three. Like I think if she real live had an issue with somebody, she can really like sit there and actually really like talk it out. So I do believe her on that point. But the second thing, she said that I was disrespectful because I was loud. And just sometimes, you know what I'm saying? I'm a very excited
You
person.
didn't apologize. That's why you just
Well, I'm a very excited person, and I don't mean to hurt anybody. But my thing is like, you know, I am who I am. So, you know, hey, I bring the energy. Now back to you. I'm still trying to figure out why you want to go outside. Like that came from the we didn't get a chance to ask that. But you saying you've been inside. Listen, you've been inside. I think you need to stay inside. Because by you staying inside, listen, ain't nothing out there on the streets. The streets is cold, baby. So at the same time, if you stay inside, get you a good man, he gonna take care of you, have kids, that's great. Have a good life. No remote job. I think you'd actually be good, but you gotta stop with this. I want to go outside mess. Done.
See, Monica, which I
Is that
want to
really
do.
a red
I
flag?
Thank you for
I
that.
go. All right, listen. Before I go, I fuck with all y'all. It ain't nothing personal, right? It's just what I see.
Fuck it, it's all personal. You gonna take that from me?
I'm a personal trainer. I train mostly women, so I can read y'all like the back of my hand. All right. All right. We're gonna start here. Zero accountability. No accountability. A nigga will approach you about an issue he got with you, and you're gonna flip it back on him.
I surely am.
And you're gonna tell him it's his fault. I know. All right,
I
no.
agree on that.
No accountability. And I peeped that when he asked you the first question. What'd you ask her, bro?
You just flawless.
About the ex, what would your ex say you did?
Yeah,
that was a red flag.
What he did was can't follow directions, can't.
It was the dancing on Usher's magic for me. It was that thing.
Yeah, that too.
I'm good on that.
Them
Yeah.
too. Yeah.
And she said she'll go with her ass out if she feel like it. Jesus. It's cool. I'm gonna pray for you when we done.
It's the turning
Lex.
of the chair. All right.
You be trying to be too cool.
How?
Like I feel like if something
I'm
bothering you, you're
wrong.
not gonna say nothing. Like speak up.
No,
Like
I'm gonna say something.
Speak up. No, I'm just telling you what
you are.
Observation. I don't know you outside of the gym for real.
Let him have his
and,
way.
and buying less bunches, more crunches shirts. Shout out, less bunches.
Hey, yes sir, yes sir.
Yes,
But
sir.
yeah, that's what I feel. I feel like
in black, bro.
Yeah, I feel like you don't really speak up. You just too quiet. Like,
Okay.
yeah. I mean, I don't know.
Give me
Yeah,
a little bit
I
of
feel like
facts.
I'm right. You might
I
think you
feel
speak up, but you don't, because I'm right. I'm always right.
See,
You go, boy.
I found a red flag. Go ahead.
I'm scared.
No worries.
Yay.
You
I'm scared.
give off sneaky vibes.
That's what I said. Why you going outside?
Like you
Sneaky.
Like you leave out details.
Not on purpose.
Like you the type to be like,
I'm just going out with my friends.
and I'm not saying you would do this. This is just
but I danced on Usher.
I'm not saying you would do this. This is a bad example. It's a really bad example, but this was
Use a
a
good
sneaky
one.
what a sneaky woman would do. Like you the type to be like, I'm going to the grocery store, but you going and you meeting with another nigga there. You know what I'm saying? Like you leaving out details. You just real sneaky with it.
Look at that smile.
Yeah.
See,
She's a lover girl.
bro, I can read it, bro. I know.
Stay your ass in the
And
house.
She sneak because she probably
Stay-
did it
stay
before.
inside.
She probably did it
Fuck
before.
that shit.
She probably did it before.
Damn.
And
Pisces
lastly,
women were lover girls.
I'm sorry.
The Pisces women were lover girls.
Oh god.
Who's a
Here we go.
Pisces?
Here we go with the signs.
I'm a Pisces too.
Aww.
Okay, yeah. See, I told you I fuck with y'all. I'm just pointing out the red flags. All
You
right.
got the red.
What? Yeah. I ain't had the accident to say that. She said it on her
That's
own.
what I'm saying. I'm hating. I'm hating right now.
Damn.
I'm extremely jealous. Stay inside.
All right. Lastly, Allison,
Yes, sir.
you give me crazy vibes.
Oh no.
You give me reckless mouth when you don't know how to control your mouth when you get mad. I mean, you might have broke a windshield or two back in the day. No, okay.
I don't want to spend money or go to court. I'm that smart.
So you never done okay? Maybe break
Well,
a
they
phone
gotta
or
prove it
something.
was
I
you
don't know.
first.
I don't want to waste my money.
Yeah, you give me the crazy vibes, and then you always got to be right. Like you can't be wrong. Like you can't be like you're not the type to be like, yeah, you know what, babe, I made a mistake, my fault.
Yeah.
Like
You really not
that's
being
not
that
coming.
loud for
That's
real.
not coming from you. Yeah,
I literally just gave y'all a story that I did that, but all right, nobody listens or comprehends. I guess.
I'm going. I don't know you like that. Look, the nigga might have a different story because I know. Women have told stories about me that are not the truth at all.
Facts.
People have come to me like, Chris, you did this? Like, what are you talking? I don't know. It's always two different stories with men and women. And then there's the truth. So don't take it personal. Ain't done, you know what I'm saying? Look, she don't got to unbraid your hair and all that. You ain't got to do all that. This ain't personal.
I evolved as a woman. I'm offended. It's like, no,
Okay, but the old you was nothing.
The old me, yes, I can say that.
I can read it.
I'm being honest.
I know,
Mr.
bro.
O.
I do
Drake,
this,
girl,
bro. I do
don't
this.
tempt me.
I'm around women all day, every day, bro. I just can't read it, man.
All right, Kate, what you got?
Okay. Let's see. Just like you said, I fuck all you women. Like I said, I fuck with all y'all. Like I said, the Shay, you know, we go way back. You know what I'm saying? Like we locked in. You know what I'm saying? We tight like glue. But yeah, I got to. I gotta butter it up. I gotta butter up, get the smile going again. You know what I'm saying?
That butt was strong.
Butter it up.
But yeah, that no accountability really threw me off tonight. Like you couldn't come up with something. Like we said, 99%. You couldn't come up with one. That's insane.
I'm working on it.
Bro, I
Yeah,
asked
you
for
working on
0.5,
yourself,
cuz 0.5.
0.5.
Give me
At
that.
least give me half something. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, the no accountability, and then how you was all rooting for Keke Palmer, had her ass out and everything like that. Like
Calling it
really,
magic.
like that's crazy.
That shit was crazy.
That's
Magic?
insane.
I'm working
So
on it.
I wasn't feeling that. That's when I was like, dang, Deshae, I was fucking with you all night. Why would you do that? Alex, you cool. You cool. Like I said, like overall, you cool. Maybe a little too friendly. You know what I'm saying? I'll say that. I'll say too friendly. You. I would just say you seem like you get bored too easily. Like
Sneaky.
quick, real sneaky. Like I said, she got couple. She got link number 1, link number 2, link number 3 lineup.
I'm
If link
telling
number
you,
1,
bro, I'm
if
telling you,
I'm
bro.
telling you,
Crazy.
if link number 1 mess up, all right, I got link number 2.
I
Like, so you
see it.
seem like you get bored
I
too
think-
easily, and you move on too fast.
I think
That's
that's
the vibe I
crazy
get.
Yeah, these are
because
some fire red flags. by the way.
guys kind of like create this narrative about me, and that's what it is typically. And I'm like, I don't even be doing that type of time.
All right, bet. So stay inside then.
Okay, but the fact that you just flat out just randomly said, "Oh, I want to be back outside. I want to be outside." Like obviously,
It's something you
it's
missing
something.
outside.
It's something that
outside.
triggers.
Honestly,
Nah, but
Continue it. Stay in.
it's boring inside the house. Now, if I have my man, of course I'll be inside the house with my man.
You don't
and
want
my
to get
kid.
snow cone, so
I never said nothing was wrong.
Oh yeah,
about
that's true.
getting
Never mind. You're right. That
snow
was her.
cones.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Okay, but
You're
so
right.
what's keeping you inside? That's why I'm lost. That's why I'm thrown off.
That's why I'm going
Fuck it.
outside now. Nothing's keeping me inside at this point. Like it's over with. Everything is over, so I'm going outside now.
Like I said, use
Another
bored.
one lost.
Use bored.
Another one bites the
Go
dust.
ahead, Kate.
Allison, we go way back to,
Can't say
you know what I'm
no.
saying? Like high school. High school. This is my girl right here. But too opinionated. Always gotta have your way. It's either your way or no way. So you know, you got this diva thing going on, you know what I'm saying? Like I see you on Instagram and everything. I see you got this diva thing going on. You all that in a bag of chips. So that's what I said. That's all I got.
I just need men to make sense. As long as you logical, I'm gonna agree. I don't disagree with logic.
Your logic.
No. It's not like literally. No,
It gotta be your logic.
No. A lot of my men friends they
She's a little sensitive. I kind of like the fact she's a little sensitive.
Yeah, I like that too though.
Yeah,
You can easily press her buttons. You can easily press her buttons.
Be in her feelings a little bit.
Yeah, she was. You didn't apologize.
I know.
did not apologize to me. I'm just so
I mean, she's being real. I like that though.
That really like ruffles your feathers.
But she could have been passive aggressive with it though. So I'm happy she at least spoke on that. That's what's up.
Yeah,
I think that's what's up.
Sure. But now all the ladies was lovely tonight though. Like I said, this was good.
Go ahead,
bro. How much you want for that chain?
Go ahead, Oliver.
Priceless.
I already went. Yeah. I went first.
Priceless.
No, I guess it's my turn. We say the best for last, right?
Here we go.
Hi, science says that about 54% of people.
Oh my God!
I'm fucking with y'all, man.
Brother.
Spit your facts, King.
Commercial.
Facts, King.
Shout out to Losers commercial.
I'm gonna say this, man. I fuck with all y'all. We'll talk too, man. But the red flags with me is that you talk too much, and what I mean is I don't want everybody knowing what the fuck I got going on if I'm dealing with you. That's a red flag to me. Definitely don't like that shit. Alex, my red flag with you is that you block your own blessings. You don't give men chances that should have been given chances a long time ago. I'm gonna leave it at that. So, bro,
it was a jaw drop.
I got so much to say about you.
Why?
Because listen, I will say this: you're like an untouched piece of clay. You know, I feel like that if you get the right man to give you some mentorship and learning, you be all right.
She about to be outside,
but listen,
that's too late. I
would tell you this: my red flag with you. I know you're a fucking nut job. I'm telling you right now. I feel that shit. Like you the kind of person that you like getting choked. You know what I'm saying? You a super freak. I see it. I'm telling you right now.
So
and also,
did you see her face when I said you like doggy style? You like a nigga to pound
you like that toxic
shit.
She
was like, well, yeah.
But she hides it behind this good girl facade. I see through that shit. You can't fool me. Allison. My red flag with you. Love you to death. Delusional in certain aspects.
She's not hearing that, bro.
Yeah. Because like you always saying, that's your reality, not mine. That's not mine. Like you know what I'm saying.
I didn't even bring that up. Yeah, you're right. That is a red flag.
Yeah, and again, I would tell you this. I've known you for a long time. You are a dope woman, but I just always think that sometimes you're delusional with some of your takes. It's my opinion.
I mean, if this is how I'm living 24/7, then this
she gonna manifest it.
Exactly, for sure. That's how it works.
You know, we can't live in manifestation world. Us men have to live in reality.
Listen.
Hey, then
unhappy. Nah, it's all good. Who said be unhappy? Why can't I be happy, bro?
I'm gonna manifest my life, honey.
Listen,
I'm manifesting too, but I have to do hard shit.
It's giving, hey Ollie, it's giving 30, flirty, and thriving. That's what I'm getting. That's what I'm getting from you. I don't know why that's what I'm getting from you.
Sure is. You're right.
I told you. Hey, Bobby, when the Bobby come out? When the Barbie movie come out?
Oh shit!
Next week.
All right, look, y'all. We gotta shut this down. Look, I need from y'all. This is what I need from y'all, man. Last thoughts on the show. Did you hate it? Did you love it? Would you come back? Plug your IGs, all that stuff. We're gonna start right here, walk our way around the table.
Okay, it was fun. I loved it. Good conversation, good people. Pretty _shade 29. It'll be pretty _shade 30 when I turn 30. But 29 for now. Follow me.
30? Wait, 30?
29.
Hold on, wait, 30?
Don't play me. Don't do that.
Round it off.
Kate, what you got, man?
Oh man, it was good. Great content. Like I said, it did get, I ain't expect it to go this far, this long. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't gonna lie, that's why I started getting a little irritated. And then the whole when you said when you said the whole everybody shut the fuck up, that's kind of threw me off a little bit.
I was
like, oh, that threw me off. Like,
I think he was just tired, bro. I think he was just tired.
That's why
I was like,
I think he was just tired, bro.
looking out.
Hold up. It's a very simple thing, bro. I keep trying to tell y'all niggas, we be sitting around here, niggas can't understand everybody. Like, oh, I did this. I'm like, shut the fuck up. What's so hard about doing?
But everything can't be so in line. Like you want Tom go, Jerry go, Curly go.
Guys, we're manifesting bad experiences.
Let me get my shit off, bro.
I think everybody just wants to say what they want to say.
If I get my shit off, I'm good.
Nah, that shit sounds
so
crazy.
But yeah, it was
what? Thank you.
That shit sounds
but listen, this is why I hate.
I agree.
Niggas who don't create content want to say what should not be done. I don't get it. I don't get it. And no shade to you, bro. I'm just saying. I hate when niggas try to do that, bro. I literally sit there and watch the algorithm. Watch this shit back when we all screaming and yelling this shit. You ain't gonna be able to hear nothing. I'm trying to tell you, but I'm from the outside looking in. I see how that shit looks.
But nah, that's cool and all that. But bro, sometimes you keep stuff to yourself, bro. Like I said, what's wrong with teaching your brother? You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I ask you all the time, bro. If you need help with something, whatever the case.
But
you ain't the only one doing this, bro. And don't always act like you the smartest person in the world.
And to be fair, how many times I asked y'all to be quiet when I was talking? I asked several times, right?
It's not what you say, it's how you said it.
How you say it.
We're not gonna get in that how you say it shit, ladies. Fuck that shit.
So
let them talk.
Anyway, like I said,
we
my brother at the end of the day, but
no
like
question.
I said, it was just it extended longer than I thought.
But like we don't care about how things are said. We just say shit directly, and it's pretty much it.
That's how men operate. We not gonna care about feelings.
Well, no, that's what I was explaining when they said how you say it. I was explaining.
But people deserve respect. Just like y'all think I shouldn't take stuff a certain way. If I want to be talked to this way, then please talk to me that way.
But that's fair enough. But at the same time,
we kept it pretty respectful, I think.
But I see his point. So I feel like you should respect it.
I see both of y'all points because you were just having a good time doing your thing, communicating. Y'all were thriving. The whole episode was dope. I'm not gonna lie, and it was a lot to say. And
wait, hold up, and sorry, not to cut you off, but what do you do for a living?
I'm a sales executive.
All right. So how would you feel if I came into you, because you're obviously probably a sales expert at this point, right? Mm-hmm. If you, after all your training, you watching videos, reading books, and I came to you and said, I don't know shit about it. I'm saying, hey, you know what? You should sell like this. How the fuck would you feel?
I feel like you don't know what you're talking about.
Thank you.
But at the same time, I hear you. I get what you're saying. But like I said, the show is thriving. The episode was thriving. Everybody was having a good time. He was just trying to finish out his conversation. Although you want him to be quiet, I think it's a way you should say it.
But I didn't want him to be quiet. I was just trying to say, let me finish my point. Y'all kept trying to this. I'm like, bro, and I promise you, I challenge you to watch this back when I'm talking about this. You're gonna be like, what the fuck are you saying? You can kind of hear because he's standing next to you, but the audience can't. That's all I'm saying. It has to be one mic. And I understand. I let it go a couple times, but it has to be organization. And I'm saying the reason that I'm not the smartest guy in the room, but I spend a lot of time watching the algorithm, how to properly do podcasting. And I understand that thing. People who just come in here, they see fucking mics, cameras, and they just assume it all happened. That's not how it works. That's all I'm saying.
And it can be frustrating as well. So I get that.
We get that point. We get the technicality. We understand. It's just the output.
It's not what you say. It's how you say it.
That is so triggering to me. Like,
see, Marty,
that is crazy,
last
bro.
thoughts on the show, man. Last thought.
No, it was definitely a dope show. I had a blast. It's crazy how like men and women just live in two different worlds. Like, no matter what the topic is, fitness.
That's true.
This shit, that shit is crazy. But yeah, y'all can follow me, C Marty Fit, on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. Less Brunches, More Crunches. I don't know if the camera can see it, but it's my clothing line. So type that in on Instagram, cop some gear, and yeah, check out my podcast as well. Yep.
Get that shit for a sellout, niggas.
Shout out C Marty, man. Alex, last thoughts on the show.
It was cool. I enjoyed talking to all y'all. Everybody had some good points. Go into everybody's mind. I'm not gonna lie, I was a little nervous because I don't like being put on the spot, but it was cool. Yeah, that's okay.
Oh, would you come back?
Yeah. Oh Lord.
So go ahead.
Okay, so I already said it, but I love the show. I thought it was going to be like really awkward for me because that's kind of why I was quiet, because I already told her like I might just be chilling back the first time around because it's my first time doing like a podcast type of scenario.
I respect that.
So I'm like, all right, well, let me not say too much. But overall, it was really dope. I will definitely come back if you guys want me to.
Yeah, definitely. You're welcome anytime.
Thank you. My Instagram is Sasamean, SASAMEANN. My business page is Cozy Girl Cosmetics, COZY Girl GIRL Cosmetics. Okay.
And you know what? I want to see the evolution of her too, because I feel like it's some shit where we can like build her up. You know what I'm saying? But that's like the military. We're gonna break her down and then build her up. How y'all feel about that, fellas?
I'm cool with that.
I'm good.
You have to say it nicely though.
I can't say that. Say it like that.
We're women. Remember, talk to women different than you talk to men.
Okay.
Oh my god!
I'm just saying, a lot of y'all be
Brother.
forgetting that in relationships. Y'all be talking
But
like
I'm the one that said that earlier in the podcast.
What do you mean?
I said that you had to talk to women in a certain way.
Yeah.
I literally said that. But go ahead.
Good.
Go
I'm
ahead.
happy.
Go ahead.
Oh, how I felt. It was good. I always love a nice debate. I love it. As y'all can see, I'm very opinionated. I love it because that means I'm not weak. But it had fun. What?
So hold on. Would you come back?
Yeah, sure. I love debating.
Oh
She ain't
god.
That smile, bro. That smile is.
Hold on. So
I
now,
see right through all that shit, bro.
I'm opinionated. Love it. That means you don't like it, huh? You don't like that I have
just because you don't have an opinion, that doesn't mean that you're weak. I said just because a person has an opinion, that don't necessarily mean that they're strong.
I mean, normally people say you're opinionated. That means I express myself too much and they don't like it.
That's because you ain't find your match. That's why. You ain't find your match.
No, I haven't found my match.
Yeah, you have.
He'll probably be in the kitchen cooking.
What do you mean though?
I'm saying you dealing with these weak ass niggas. That's all I'm saying.
You
always have it your way. That's all I'm saying.
No,
like Burger King.
No. Some of them try to control me, but it's literally like if you're not logical and can't lead, I'm not gonna submit to an idiot.
Yeah, facts.
But when I call them dorks, I'm wrong.
It's right. No.
Idiot don't sound worse than dorks.
Dorks are fine. I don't want an idiot. Don't be a literally an idiot that can't think for his own, that don't make any logical sense. Why would I listen to you and you're literally not making sense? Or if I do have an opinion that makes more sense, your ego is too high because you think you're right about everything. It's like, literally, sir, you're literally wrong. Just listen. But I'm pretty sure if it was a guy that told you, you would probably be like, oh yeah, that's a good idea.
Nah, I tell him he's wrong too.
No, but some guys are like that.
Facts, true.
Facts. I'm not.
Some guys, their ego is just too big.
Not saying y'all, but there's some.
Some guys can just calm down.
I agree.
Oh, okay. We got to make it like a snack wrap and wrap his baby up.
Go ahead, Oliver. Last thought.
Oh man, we good. You know, it's always a good time, man. Definitely happy to be back on the platform and everything. Right now, I'm rebranding some stuff like that, so you can just follow me at Shattered Illusions in the new year. We gonna come with some new shit. Got some good shit in store for y'all. We good. Free Andrew Tate and motherfucking follow us on Rumble. That's it.
Ladies, want to say this. Thank y'all for y'all's time. Y'all were great sports. Nobody got offended. Really appreciate you. And you guys are welcome back, unlike some women that be on this platform. So
you guys did great.
That'd be like all our time to the next time. Broken. This is the Shattered Illusions podcast. Kill the fantasy, build the dream. We are out of here. Love y'all, boys.
Well, I take you to the breaking shop.